If it paid its taxes, it would.
Yeah, probably.
To be fair, it could be worse. I've heard, shit from on the internet of people marrying themselves, their house, their dog. Like,
Video
fuck.
game characters.
What the fuck is this bullshit?
Yeah, but
Alright.
not in the eyes of God.
You guys ready?
Mm-hmm.
Sure. Because we could just call it quits.
Okay.
No.
Oh, okay, I'm done then. See you later.
Next you
Alright,
get
so who's
it.
going to recap today?
Someone else going, because I can't remember.
Alright. So, having set up, we set up with our hirelings, got, one for fixing stuff, one for gardening, one doing alchemy.
It's a very big
Bex had
garden.
went and talked to the Rose Knights, got that all sorted out. Belle, not Bex.
Learned how to
And then we basically just fucked off, started down the road towards next country to deal with shenanigans from information from the Rose Knights. Got attacked by wolves, one of which was Bolt from the very beginning of the goddamn campaign.
Okay.
Killed the vast majority of them, but they killed 3 out of our 5 horses.
Good, yeah.
And we kind of left off there.
Yeah.
Exactly where we left off. Good job.
For once, Balana didn't
You
kill any of the
forgot.
horses.
You forgot the important
Wow.
the
rude.
important bits. Balana also broke the crystal door.
Yeah,
Oh yes,
the captain of the
exploded a
Red
rock with the crystal door. This is important.
Oh,
and
worth
exploded the crystal veil at the same time.
Yep.
it was all worth it.
See, I just kind of assumed that because that's a, magic door shenanigans, that it just broke that instance of it. Like, motherfucker could just get the shit out the way, hit the button again, and it would reform.
Unfortunately, that's not what happened. They can obviously repair it. It's not like a lost technology or anything. They'll be able to repair it. It's just gonna take a little bit. Alright, so that being said, you guys have just finished this fight with a bunch of wolves. They managed to drag off the carcass of one of your horses that they took down.
Yeah.
Many wolves were lost in the fight, but
Yeah.
they got what they came for, which was food. That
And
being
less
said, you
mouths
have
to
to
feed,
figure
too.
out how you're going to keep going, or turn back around to go get more horses.
Alright, so here's the plan. We hook up the 2 remaining horses to the wagon.
Okay.
We have Belle use her Shadow Wolf on Toby, who will then just run as fast as as he fucking can. While Belle rides the Shadow Wolf, me and Windsor will just stick in the back of the wagon, and it'll be fine.
My fucking god.
Mhm. Yeah, that's not gonna work.
This Shadow
Lovely.
Wolf has to have a target, which means it would have to be actively trying to kill something.
Yeah,
And I would
that's
also-
why I said Toby.
And it would only last I think a couple of minutes, and then we would be back to square one.
I believe it's a minute.
Yeah,
It's 5.
pretty
Is
much.
it 5 minutes? Alright.
Yeah. Huh?
We'd have to
Uh.
maybe run 5 minutes and then
Well-
walk 5 minutes.
First, Petra's gonna try to get the tack off the 2 remaining dead horses.
Okay.
Uh,
It's a simple enough task, so you are able to recover it. It's not in perfect condition. There's obviously, some parts that have been bitten, clawed at, things like that, but
Toby.
overall it's still usable.
I was gonna say Toby. Mend.
Jeez.
We also said something was said about possibly skinning the wolves for pelts.
Yes.
Because
Yes. You better skin them before Petra starts eating them.
I vote, and I swear to God, this is not out of spite. We skin all the wolves, get the pelts, we pile all the wolves and the dead horses in a spot, and then we just vitriolic spear from Belle on that shit. The wolves won't come back and bother them then. It'll be fine.
Here's the thing, though, right? And this is what we have to think about: is that either A, like what we said, we go back, which will take some time, which means then that Bolt could come back and do the same thing again. We need to have more horses. We can't have just 2 horses. It just wouldn't work. I
So
think
Well, how many people can ride in the wagon?
Because there's 5 of us, there's 2 on the front, and I guess 3 in the back, but that would be us having to be in the back continuously.
You guys, let's see. I wrote it down. I apparently didn't add it to the. Write it down, guys. Bought
Thank you.
some
we
Coffee.
left
About 20
only enough. We left only enough space for me to be able to craft, which is 1/4 of the space back there. So, even without me crafting, that's not a lot of room for us to cram in.
No. So we're going to have to get
Well, yeah. So, Toby and Petra can sit at the front. New and Amaranth could possibly sit in the remaining space in the wagon, and then Windsor can just keep up because he's a monk.
Pretty much.
I'm sorry, for how many fucking days?
I don't know.
We're going across to another country.
Well,
Oh,
we
my
only,
walk-
We have to go back because we need more horses.
yeah,
I
we
was gonna say my standard
could-
walking speed is 40, so
backtrack to Ping
Windsor would be able to keep up with the horses at normal travel speed. If you attempted to run with the horses, say you were, beset upon by bandits or something and you had to escape, Windsor obviously would not be able to keep up with that.
And
But if you're just traveling on foot, he would be able to keep.
is the cart light enough that it can be pulled without issue by 1 horse?
Yes.
1 horse on the cart. 1 of us on the extra horse, 2 in the back. That way, if bandits or something do come across,
I would also like to point out, because you guys seem to have an idea that it's either you ride the horse or it's on the cart. You can still ride the horse while it's attached to the cart. Attempting to turn a different direction than the cart or the other horse attached to the cart obviously won't work, but you can ride the horse while it's attached to the cart.
right. But you'd want one of the lighter beings on the horses as well as touch the cart because they're still pulling X weight.
Thankfully, right now, the amount of weight that's in your wagon is near the max capacity of what your wagon can carry, which is about half of what 1 horse can pull. So there's plenty of carry weight for the horse, especially if you have 2 horses connected. Then the weight of the cart is currently negligible to the horse.
if we have both horses on the cart and 2 people on the horses, I would say ideally then we'd have Toby driving the cart and me and Petra on the horses because we're the smallest 2 of the group. There to impede vision the least.
It would be Petra at the
Aha! Good to know.
Yeah, but then we'd have somebody larger on the horse and it'd impede the person driving the cart in this case.
You keep forgetting that there's also space in the back.
There's space for 1 person in the back currently.
Yeah, but that's still,
It's still a slot, yeah.
yeah.
That's still, without 2 people on the horses though, that's still only 3 people, which means we'd still require 2 people on the horses. And I don't know. That was just my thought. Like, it would be prudent to have the smallest 2 people on the horses to give whoever's driving the cart the most vision. Because they're essentially driving from the back seat now.
I mean, Petra could also just sit on the driver's shoulders. I'm sorry, I'll stop.
You're not that light.
But 2 people can sit at the driver's seat, though.
Yeah, 1 on each horse, 2 at the seat, and 1 in the back is all 5 of us. Since, according to default, only 1 person can fit in the back.
Why am I only seeing 4? Oh no, I'm dumb.
Yeah, we can't tell you.
It's the way they're spaced. My bad.
Thing for what?
I saw for the player tokens, just because of the way
yeah.
they're like weirdly spaced.
Right, so let's start with the first thing. Are you guys skinning the wolves?
Yes.
And taking that with you. Okay, keep in
we
mind that
can,
will take up
yeah.
more space in the wagon, which means you would lose the space that you've reserved for a person back there.
I
So
mean,
are you
in
skinning the
theory,
wolves?
we could just split the wolf skins up between us to carry on our person too.
There's a lot of wolf skins, but you can certainly try.
Well, I'm also kind of assuming that these 9 in the bottom right are
These
non.
ones-
Because
these
those
ones
are,
are
just
just
entirely melted.
Those are
Yeah,
just
so
puddles.
I'm only
of wolves.
considering the other ones, which is 1/3 less, approximately.
Yeah, I'm gonna
there's,
remove
like-
the melted ones from the screen so you guys can get a realistic idea of how many dead wolves there are. I'm just gonna kind of pile them together here.
Yeah, we piled them into like one of those like big piles that looks like a haystack.
Got a wolf stack.
All right, we're gonna
Yeah.
300 this bitch and just make a wall out of the dead bodies.
Alright. That is all of the wolves that are not entirely
3, 4, 5,
liquefied.
6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. And how much would a wolf skin weigh?
I'm double checking, but I believe each one would be about 5 pounds.
I could just carry that. I think. Hold on.
It'd be 70 weight.
Oh, I could carry that easily.
Then yeah, go ahead and first, obviously, somebody's got to attempt to remove the skins without completely butchering them.
So would that be fine then with the weight of you carrying the skins and the horses carrying the carriages with all additional weight? That would be fine for those 2 horses.
Yeah.
Yeah, you can carry. You
Okay.
can actually carry that weight. So the way that the weight works is essentially a horse can pull 4 times its carry weight.
Cool.
So a horse's carry weight is actually really high. I believe it's 480.
Okay.
I'll have to double check. But
Oh,
I
yeah.
believe it's 480.
Mhm.
Which of
Yeah,
course
Petra
is
could-
4 times that for their pull weight.
We have
and
just shy
you
of
guys are far below.
4,000 carrying pounds.
Yeah.
Yeah, they can pull a lot.
Yeah,
Obviously,
Petra
the
will
more
have.
they're pulling, the slower they are, but they can pull all of
Oh
that
my
weight, no
God.
problem.
Okay then. That's what
Petra
we do.
can carry the wolf skins, and she would still have weight to spare. Oh my god.
So, who is going to attempt to get the wolf skins off the wolves?
Toby.
Okay. Please and thank
I mean-
you would be nice.
And you could attempt to as well.
Okay. So in that case, I would say you want to. Well, first tell me how you're going to get the wolf skins off.
What we can
Right.
do is we can chop the head off, which will then give us better access, and then just turn it upside down to where in the chest, and then like slice it from the chest downwards, and then kind of slowly get it like that way.
Okay, so you're just using like a regular knife then?
Well, he can. What can he use?
I mean, Toby could probably use his tinker's tools, but like New would just use a knife.
Or his cooking utensils. So yeah, he could. Toby could most probably use his.
Cooking utensils are generally really sharp, so.
Yeah, so that's what he'll use to cut it open.
Okay, so if you're going to use your cook's utensils, which is obviously a well-maintained set of knives and other things like that, then go ahead and roll a d20 or cook's utensils for me with advantage. Okay, dirty 20. In that case, there are, what did we say, 14 available wolves?
Yep.
That's
Yep.
dirty 20. You managed to collect 12 wolves.
Okay.
Let's see.
Now, do keep in mind, these are raw wolfskins. They are not tanned in any way, so they could potentially rot or anything like that if they're not taken care of.
All right, ice breath.
You can certainly do that. And like I said before, if you use something to actively chill it, it will extend the time that it'll last by double. So if you want to do that, you can. You could also
probably get-
attempt to tan the hides yourselves.
That's an
Yeah,
amount of time
we-
that I don't think we have right now. Because I'm assuming that wouldn't be a quick process.
It would take about a week.
Yeah. It's like, okay, everybody's pee in this bucket and let's get the brains.
Yep. Pee in a bucket, grab the brains out, boil the brains, and there you go.
Alright. So
Okay.
I'm just gonna add. Is there an
Turning into
actual
leather,
item
then we
for
gotta
it?
scrape their hair.
There, I don't believe there actually is. Just go ahead and give yourself a new
Okay.
item. And
Do you
then,
want me to chill
pick
them
whatever.
before you stow them away?
Yes. I'm just
Alright.
getting the shit going.
Yeah,
she
then-
does work
Calm
on
it.
sheet. Okay.
Then I will chill them before she stows them.
Okay. So, in that case, let me mark them as chilled.
I assume they
I'm done.
automatically fail the Constitution saving throw.
Ah, they rolled a nat 20. You're out of luck. No.
Damn.
The inanimate object rolled a nat 20.
We're gonna.
Alright. Go ahead.
I was gonna say we're gonna have to fucking get new horses. So let's use the money we probably might get from these. But, you know. As always, before we go, Petra will eat some of the wolf
wolves?
meat.
Of course.
Yeah.
That's what she do. She eats what she kills. Right.
Yep.
Are you taking any of the extra wolf meat with you? If so, we'll make that part of the same cook's utensils rolls, so saying that you're butchering and skinning. So if you want to add any wolf meat to his inventory, you can. That's entirely up to you.
I will.
You can add, I will say, up to 6 wolf meat if you want.
Okay.
Constitution saving throw.
How much wolf meat did you eat?
As much as I could, obviously.
Roll a
Then yes.
d6. Roll a d6. Roll a d6, and that's how many wolves, not bits of meat. How many full wolves she ate.
Oh no! Do you want to facilitate that, Defile?
I want to do what? I was reading something.
What? I
D6
said
to see
roll
how
a
many whole wolves Petra ate.
Oh Jesus, no.
No. Okay.
d4 then.
And you said it was 5 pieces of raw meat, did you say?
6.
6.
Yeah, half of the amount of skins that you acquired.
Awesome. Okay. That's it.
Fucking hell.
Right. So you managed to collect that. You still have 2 dead horses, plus you have to decide how you're going to connect the 2 remaining horses. So the 2 horses that did not die are shockingly Windsar's this time.
Yay.
And Bellona's horse did not die. Those
Yeah,
are the
boy.
2 remaining.
No, let's just see. I'm just thinking what's Toby's got, because we must well need to heal that one. He'll cast that on the horse, because obviously my horse is badly injured.
Okay.
Do you want me to still roll for it?
Yeah.
Cool. What's that?
Okay. Apply that to the horse then. Alright, it's mostly healed. So Toby walks up, his little spider jumps off of his suit of armor, runs around the horse, and starts stitching up all the wolf bites.
Healing salves, all of those fun things.
Yep. Exactly. Really just looks like the little robot's running around peeing a little green laser at it. No.
Yes, good.
So I'm going to move the dead horses. You said you were moving the dead horses off to the side, correct?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
And
we'd
then-
probably pile them with the dead wolves.
Take off
What's
The
left of the
remaining
dead
wolf
wolves.
carcasses. Alright, so you have 2 remaining horses. One's fully healed, and one of them is mostly healed. Figure out your seating arrangements.
I'm in the back.
Okay. And then we've got room for
Alright.
2 people up front, so I'm guessing Windsor and Toby.
Mm-hmm.
Toby's probably taking the reins then, because he
I'm
has
gonna.
the actual ability to do so.
We said this before, but I'm gonna say it again just to make sure it's on record. We did take the tack from the dead horses.
Yes.
Yep.
Yes.
So you need to figure out where you're carrying the tack from the dead horses.
On Amaranth's lap.
Okay. Just smashing Amaranth. Got it.
I fucking hate you guys. I'm so-
Okay. That for you. Alright. So, in that case, as you know, it is the middle of the afternoon. By the time that this whole combat is over, you are still able to travel for a few more hours if you'd like to do so, or you can try to find somewhere to rest.
Oh.
Obviously, you've spent quite a few spell slots in.
Now, here's the question, though, before we get moving. Do we want to continue forward and try and get to the nearest town to hopefully get new horses, or do we want to turn back, which, judging on the map, looks closer?
I mean, I would say to carry on moving forward because there's dead horses there, so that means, and any remaining wolf meat, which means we've got to carry on. So if we go further forward, then it means if anything comes, we'll just go straight to that. Instead of us being before it, we'll be after it. If you see what I mean. But that makes sense.
Basically, we won't have to pass back by the thing. Yeah.
Pretty much.
What's the plan?
Windsor, Toby, Petra?
I
Any,
mean, Toby says yes. He agrees.
Yeah.
Petra doesn't care.
Perfect. Let's carry on moving forward.
Windsor stomps twice. Okay.
Okay. He blinks twice for help. Oh. Alright, so in that case, you guys have about 4 hours worth of travel left in you for the day. You managed to get about halfway to the next town before it actually starts to get dark. You obviously still have several hours before you'd be able to reach the town, so you pull over, find a nice place to rest. Do you light a campfire? What do you do?
Yep. Normal campfire, normal campfire. Campfire, normal rotation.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
So you set up a campfire. Are you having dinner?
Aye, that's fine. I'll get into roll. Okay, maybe.
Okay, so you said you are making dinner, yeah?
Yeah, you'll make
Okay,
dinner.
so you make dinner. Let's see how it turns out.
I'm just gonna roll a d20 because it's easier that way.
Fine.
He has like plus 19 to his
Yeah,
fucking
he has plus
cooking,
9,
so...
so 23.
it-
Obviously, that works.
Mm-hmm.
Alright, so you make a nice big dinner for everybody. Everybody eats as much as they're able to. Petra's disappointed because she only got 2 servings. And then off to bed you guys go. Actually, I think she gets 3 servings now. I'm pretty sure he can do 9 now, I believe.
I think you said 8 or something like that.
can.
8 or 9, something like that.
Fine.
Yeah, so, dinner, everybody goes to bed with a nice, happy stomach. Wake up first thing in the morning. Nice, bright and early. You having breakfast? Doing anything before you hit the road?
Up to you guys. Or we just have our rations, and then we brought more.
We just
Well, I mean,
go
we
to-
only need to eat once a day. That doesn't necessarily need to be now.
Yeah.
But I do say we get moving as quickly as we can. The sooner we get to a town and potentially replace one or all of our horses, the better.
Mm-hmm. Sounds like a plan.
Yeah, I agree. I
So,
concur indubitably.
You guys immediately, start slamming down some rations, packing up everything, getting back into the wagon. You're ready to hit the road. You do notice it is starting to rain. It's not too bad yet, but it's definitely starting to rain. It's fall.
That's like
Ooh.
fall or
It's the rain
something.
effect.
Wow.
It's rain a bit in the fall.
Well, I'm in the canopy, so I got nothing to worry about.
Yep, you're sitting there nice and covered. Windsor and Toby are covered because the wagon's overhang. New and Petra are getting soaked on the wagon. That's fine.
Petra doesn't care.
Yeah, Petra doesn't. Petra doesn't care, and New is just sad. No. Yeah. So
Not
you guys
news,
take off
just-
for the day. It takes you about 4.5 hours or so. You come into a fork in the trail. There's the main highway that goes forward towards your destination, and then there's a small offshoot that heads south towards the town of Mentiziano.
Do we know the approximate size of Mentiziano?
We can look at the map.
I mean, that doesn't really give us much to go on.
No. I mean, we have like an actual map. So.
You do have an actual map, but it wouldn't have populations of every village on it.
So rude.
However, I will say you guys can pick one person, since this is still your home country. You can pick one person to roll a history check to see if you're familiar with this area.
That's
Petra, I'm
probably
kidding.
me because I have +8 in history.
There we go.
Okay, so in that case, you actually roll with advantage because it's right next to Turlura where you live,
Advantage then.
which came out a lot better. I wasn't going to say that you got advantage ahead of time, but yeah, you get advantage. Okay, so with a 21, you would know Mentiziano is a pretty small village. There's not a whole lot going on there.
If they do have any horses, they'll most probably be used.
Yeah, if they have horses there, they're likely going to be working horses, not riding horses. So they're going to be slower and more muscular.
Right, no problem pulling the wagon, which is 2 riding horses anyways.
So that sounds like we just keep going until we get to a bigger town.
Sounds like a good plan.
Okay. So then you're like, nah, that's not really a good place to stop. And we'll just keep going. So you continue forward. And as you do, the rain slowly gets heavier throughout the day. By early evening, it turns into a rather heavy fall, but not an extreme downpour. It's definitely raining a fair bit, but not enough that you're worried about washouts or anything like that. By the time
Once
evening
again,
does roll
Petra
around,
does not care.
and it's time for you to set up camp, you need to figure out how you're going to sleep through the rain.
Petra's gonna sleep under the wagon.
As usual.
I mean, I've got a lean-to, so I'm fine.
Zara will find a tree and a stick.
Guessing Toby will try and find another stick as well.
Right, so we have Belle, are you sleeping with your tent?
Yep.
Okay. Petra's sleeping under it. That leaves 3 people that need to figure out what they're doing.
How much space is there in Belle's tent? Could it fit more than just her?
No.
If anything, you can have the lean-to, and if I'm already stuck in the caravan, I'll just sleep in the caravan.
I mean, one of the others could also sleep in there.
so either one.
Windsor should sleep in it.
Yeah, my head's.
It's big.
Yeah, I can sleep in it and my feet will stick out. Now Windsor's fine. He's been traveling
Maybe
forever.
is going to try and make a sort of shelter from the rain. So that's why he's rolled survival, just to let you know.
Okay. I figured that was the case when I saw the roll, but I wanted to see what you said. So with a 24, he's able to create a small, thatch lean-to. Gathers several sticks, makes a nice little triangular shape, and then throws several heavy leaves on it, a bit of thatch on there, and he's got a small little shelter. I'll say that he had it in mind that he was going to build for, the people that weren't going to have somewhere to sleep, so it is enough space for everybody. So you all are able to sleep through the night. Obviously, there's no way for you to make a campfire tonight, so that's not on the table. Is he going to be cooking anything in G's?
Yeah, that makes sense for him to do so.
Okay.
Petra being under the wagon is just like, this is like the best vacation ever.
She's just happy.
Like, it's fucking cold, I hate the fucking autumn.
Alright, with the 20, you managed to make a nice dinner. Everybody has a nice warm, I'm guessing, stew, because that's usually what he does in situations like this.
Yeah, it just tastes like wolf.
Wolf meat stew.
Yep, there you go. A nice wolf meat stew.
I don't tell anybody what meat it is.
Mystery meat stew.
Yeah, I think
Hunger.
Yes.
Hunger Games reference.
It's
Alright,
secretly
so-
horse.
It's secretly hit him.
Oh.
But,
Oh no.
Or a miss. Okay.
Alright, but so, you guys managed to sleep through the night. You have a nice fulfilling dinner. Wake up in the morning. It's obviously time to hit the road. I'm gonna guess rations and everything again for the morning.
I'm going to starve myself. I'm eating far too much.
Okay.
I'm like, really
Yeah, and keep in mind, you only technically have to eat once a day to avoid a point of exhaustion. So if you have rations in the morning, Toby doesn't need to cook at night.
Yeah.
That being
so
said, you guys get up. Rations or no?
I'm not eating anything. I'm content with waiting to eat at the end of the day.
Yeah.
Okay. So you
Whether
guys
that
get
be a
up,
ration or Toby
immediately
cooking.
pack things up, and you hit the road. It is a long trip ahead of you. You guys know that much. The ultimate plan, obviously, is to reach the kingdom of Poglioria, hopefully stopping somewhere along the way to pick up new horses. So you guys rolled... Okay. The rain is still going. It's still quite heavy. It doesn't seem to be letting up compared to yesterday at all. You hit the road. You manage to make it throughout the whole day without really much of an incident. Pull over for the night. Find a nice clear spot. Set up another camp. It's the same old, same old. You find somewhere to sleep. Set up a shelter. Do everything that you need to do to sleep through the night. The next morning, you guys get up, hit the road again, and you manage to make it just outside the city of Paderoli. You're still a few hours away.
It sounds like ravioli. I want it.
Petra's just imagining a city made out of all sorts of different noodles. She's just imagining like gingerbread houses, but
no, that's actual wood, Petra. No. Spit the nail out, Petra. Spit the nail out.
Alright, so you guys managed to stop that night. You're still several hours away from Paderoli, but you do notice that the rain, thankfully, has stopped at this point. So, nice dry night tonight, so you lay down, you cook or do whatever it is that you plan for the night, you wake up in the morning, and again, it's time to set out. You manage to make it the rest of the way to Paderoli by, let's see, by about noon, you pull into the city of Paderoli. Paderoli is actually a larger city. You're going to notice, first and foremost, that this is a different style map to what we've been using. And the reason for
I don't
that
like
is,
this one. Let's go back to the old one.
the reason is this map took me all of about 30-40 minutes to do. The maps like the one that I did for Torlura took me about 7 hours to do.
Fair enough. A lot easier to deal with.
By doing smaller, or by doing this style of map, I'll be able to focus more on other things than just putting stamps on a page to make a city.
Cool.
So hopefully you guys don't mind the change of design, but this is what we've
it's
got.
not for all of the cities, but
I mean, nah, shit, I don't want it.
I plan to still, for major cities, I'll likely still create some from scratch. Obviously, important key points should have custom maps, but most of the intermediate places will be like this.
my only issue with it is that the words are a bit hard to read.
They can be at times. I'm trying to tweak the settings to get it to draw them a little nicer, but it's, it is what it is.
Yeah, it's more. It's not so much that; it's more the background sometimes. Like the greens, purples. That's like it's for some reason, at least for me, the bottom two, the black for some reason blends in with the background colors.
Okay.
It's just
Then I will try to lighten the tint on those to make them a little easier to read.
You could probably get away with making the insides whiter and the outsides more darker. But anyway, I digress.
Yep. Alright, so you managed to make it to Paderoli around noon. You come in near Daggercrest Road. You enter through the main gate. There doesn't really seem to be that tight of a guard. Nobody stops you as you enter. You just come right into the city. It's a pretty relaxed place. You pull in. One of the first things that you do find is an inn. And then you also find that there's a stable that seems to have several horses at the stable currently. And they do advertise that they have horses for sale there.
Let's go.
Obviously, you haven't sold your wolfskins yet, so you can try to find a trader first. Or you can obviously attempt to go buy some horses.
It might be good to get a trader first and we can get rid of the extra weight.
Yeah. Yeah, see if we can also sell the coffee and shit that we have.
Yeah, some of it at least, yeah.
Okay, so in that case, how do you search for a trader?
yes.
Well, do we stop at the inn to whatever?
No.
Because we could just ask the innkeep if we're gonna
Yeah, we can see what
set
the
up
markets
there.
are.
Okay, so you're gonna ask for directions?
Yeah.
Right. So you're like, here's an inn. Perfect. They obviously get a lot of travelers. They've got to know where travelers need to go. So you walk inside, walk up to the barkeep, inquire about, where you could potentially sell some wolfskins and, some coffee. And they offer to purchase a thing of coffee. They can only afford to buy one at a time, but they offer to purchase one thing of coffee from you at the tavern there, or they also direct you to, which you can see on the map, is called the Merchants District, citing that there are several places there that handle in bulk goods, and there are fur traders as well as traders of commodities such as coffee.
Cool.
Do we remember how much we paid per unit on the coffee?
It
I think
was
Toby wrote all that down.
175 is what's listed on the thing. I don't know if that's the amount we paid or the amount that it's worth base price.
I have no idea. I didn't write it down.
Didn't write it down.
No, I wasn't
You're the
involved.
one that writes stuff down.
I know, but I wasn't involved in this one, so I didn't write it down. I forgot.
it was like 8 gold per thing. And then Petra got like 10 gold off.
And then almost oversold it or something like that, I think. Let's see. Yeah, that makes about sense. It's about 760.
That makes the 175 make sense.
Yeah, so it would be about.
So how much is the innkeep offering to buy one for?
He will give you 9 gold for a bag of coffee.
Can I persuade him for 9 gold and a free night stay?
You can certainly try. What do you say to him?
I say, look, we appreciate the help, and we know you want to save some coffee. We're not here for very long. It would be appreciated if we could give you that for maybe a slightly cheaper price if we could also just stay for the night. So we could maybe do it for like 8 gold and then stay at the night.
Alright, flip your coin and then persuasion.
Okay, let's see what we get.
Right.
Perfect.
Yeah. Alright, roll persuasion.
Well, you know, I can only do with what I get. Jesus Christ.
It's a little below average.
I know, right? Jesus, I rolled a 3. Fucking hell.
Alright,
I was like, I have no inspiration either. Shit.
No, you do not. Somebody else did the recap today. Alright, so you are like, look, we could really use a night to stay, and, you know, maybe we could do 9 gold?
Oh, wait, I can spend 1 sorcery point to re-roll a d20, so I'm gonna do that by using one of my sorcery points.
Oh my god.
Alright.
I refuse!
I refuse a 3. Watch her roll a 1 and get kicked out of the village. Sorry, the city.
I rolled!
Oh my!
5!
Do it again. If you keep getting 2 every roll, eventually it'll just be a 20.
That's amazing. That is fantastic. Good job. Alright.
Again!
So, this is all the sorcery points.
Yeah, there we go. Much better.
Alright, so with a 21, he thinks about it for a moment, and he agrees. You know, that seems like a fair deal, so he agrees to buy 1 from you for the agreed upon 9 gold. You'll also have a room to stay in for the night.
Yes. Good luck, charm.
A room.
Shut up.
A room. It is not the nicest room, but it's essentially a bunk room. It's going to have enough beds for everybody.
It's alright,
Even though
Petra will
Petra's
sleep
gonna
under
sleep
the bed.
it. Yeah.
Yeah, exactly.
I don't know when that habit started. It just did.
Yeah, it just randomly one day you were just like, she's gonna sleep on the bench. No, she's gonna sleep under the bench. And then ever since, she's been sleeping under shit.
Like a mole.
I think it's just the trauma. She needs to feel safe by finding a hole to sleep on.
She does love the dirt.
Alright, so you guys managed to get yourself somewhere to sleep for the night, as well as sell one of your, one of the bags of coffee. That's going to leave you with 22 bags of coffee. And I'm actually going to change this to reflect the price that you paid.
You changed it already.
I did. Oh, it's like I've done this before.
I'm gonna add the 8 gold to the company's thing.
Yep.
And I'll add it to the bag of holding as well.
Well, you put it in one or the other.
Oh, because he's been keeping the gold there because we can't have it in the wagon. That was what it was.
Yeah.
So it's in a bag. It's just that we're updating.
It goes to Toby because Toby's the treasurer. You guys decided that.
Yeah, but we just updated
3
in the
months
wolf
ago.
company. That's there.
Yeah,
That's
I updated the wolf company's thing to
yeah,
add
there
8 gold. Wait, 8 gold, 9 gold.
9 gold, yeah. Okay, perfect.
Yep,
There we go.
9 gold. Okay. So, you managed to sell that, you managed to secure a place to sleep for the night, and then it's off to the merchant stalls. It doesn't take long. You're able to fairly quickly find somebody that's trading in furs. They offer you 2 silver pieces per fur.
Don't make me do this again. 3 silvers! Pretend you didn't
Get
see
them
that.
to double it to 4.
I'll try and persuade him to 4.
Alright, so you're going to try and persuade for double?
Yes.
Okay.
Good, first try.
Alright, so he doesn't seem really impressed with your attempt to swindle double out of him, but he looks at the furs. They're well maintained, and yeah, thanks to the cold breath.
We had to kill these.
Yep, they're well maintained. They appear to have been professionally removed. There's no strange tearing or damage in any odd places. So, after a moment, he finally decides, yeah, he can do 4 silver apiece and still turn a profit. So he offers to shake your hand. That's 12 furs times 4, so you get 48 silver pieces, assuming you're selling all of them.
Unless someone wants any of them to make something.
Yeah, imagine if you can make like a tent or something.
Well, yeah, but we'd need to give someone else those to be able to make a tent with it. That's the thing.
Right, still have to tan them.
All right.
Yeah,
well,
you would have to take the time to tan them, and then you would have to oil them thoroughly to protect them from water. But you could eventually, after like 2 weeks, make a tent out of them.
well, am I deleting the pelts from my inventory?
I say we just sell them all.
We could buy a tent or something here while we're in the market.
Yeah, you could probably buy a tent.
Okay.
Right.
Are
I'm
we
adding
selling
the
them all?
48 Yep.
Yes.
Okay.
I added the 48 to the company already.
Alright, that's 48 silver, not gold. Just
Yeah.
pointing that out. Alright, so you sell all of the pelts, and then are you going to attempt to sell more coffee here, or are you going to hang on to it?
Yes.
Yeah, let's see what we can get on the coffee. Depending on price, we can decide from there if we want to hang
Right,
on to it
so-
or sell it.
In that case, you guys take your coffee and you start looking around, looking for somebody that sells a similar commodity or coffee itself. You manage to eventually find a trader. Takes you about 2 hours to sell the wolfskins and to find a trader for coffee, making it the middle of the afternoon by now. But you do find somebody. They offer to take a look at your coffee first. You allow them to inspect the coffee.
Yeah.
Yep.
Okay. So they look over the coffee, check for mold and things like that. Thankfully, you guys have a canopy that protects from the rain, and as long as it's not extreme weather, it should be fine. So
and
he goes,
purified it
Yep.
and we've cooled it.
yeah, look at that. But yeah, so he checks the coffee. The coffee's pristine condition, looks great, and he scratches his chin a little bit, thinking about it, and eventually he comes up with a number, and he says, all right, I can do 10 gold per bag.
And I persuade him up to 12.
You can try.
What? Oh my god.
Listen, money, we need to replace our horses.
Fair enough. Nat one.
That's cruel.
Not gonna be a deal. Let's go. Could have been worse.
He looks you in the eye as you say this. As you try to convince him to hand over extra gold. And he looks at the coffee, looks at you. He feels like he's already offered you a really fair price. But he's willing to come up to 11 gold.
Take it.
Take it.
Yeah.
Okay. So you sell your coffee.
All of it.
Alright. That is, I believe, 22.
We had
at
20.
242. So 242 gold.
Yeah.
Alright. So, you managed to do that, and then I'm guessing it's back to the stables to try and get yourselves horses.
We now have 291 gold in the company's thing.
Yeah, it makes sense.
Yep.
So, you head back. You're like, alright, we got as much gold as we're going to be able to get right now. Let's head back. You go back to the stable to see if you can buy any horses off of them. They do have draft horses and riding horses. Draft horses have higher carrying capacity but lower speed. And riding horses have lower carrying capacity but higher speed.
So what we could do is maybe get like a carry horse for the cargo, and riding horse for everybody else. Maybe.
See, I don't feel like that's an issue right now,
How
just
much does a draft
because
horse
we're
cost?
not even reaching
Draft horses
half
are cheaper than the riding horses.
True. I can appreciate you coming from
And-
that.
So
Yeah, we're not even reaching
to answer
half
Petra's
of the
question,
horses.
hold on. To answer Petra's question, a draft horse is 50 gold. A riding horse is 75 gold.
What's the speed difference?
About
really
50%.
Yeah, no,
Uh,
we definitely just want to stick with riding horses.
So
We're not
draft
having
horses have the movement speed of about 40. Riding horses have a movement speed of 60.
Yeah, we're not having any issue with carrying weight right now. Like, we're legitimately not even reaching half of the horse's, like, full carrying capacity.
Right, but it's not like you're
Still
going to
on
be
there.
doing 120 with the cart.
Less bandits attack.
Yeah, still.
That and having draft horses on the cart because carrying weight then means if we do get attacked or something, we're now that much slower.
True.
Like, if it becomes an issue later down the road that we need the extra carrying weight, I think we should address it then.
It's just the issue is that if we buy 3, that's 225 gold out of our 291 gold.
Well, we could also use some of the platinum we have for that too.
True.
She forgot you had platinum.
Yeah.
Yeah, I've got it here. It's 46. But it's just, I'm just saying. Then I mean, by all means, we can convert the gold into platinum. Blah 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 blah.
Keep in mind, you do have tack for the horses too, so you won't have to pay for the tack. Except for if you buy 3 horses, you're going to have to get tack for 1 horse. Because that was obviously on the horse that got dragged away.
Yeah. Up to you guys. Up to you guys, my G's. What are we doing? Strong horse or fast horse?
I say fast horse.
Anybody else disagree?
No.
Yeah, that's fine.
Alright. Fast horse it is. 3
Take away
fast
20
horses.
Take away 22 platinum and 5 gold.
Please.
Right, so you're
Now.
you're buying which horses?
Riding.
Fast
The-
horse.
The riding horses.
Now, is anyone eager to try and get
So-
some money off?
Can Petra be like, can we get 10 gold off?
Sure, you can certainly try.
Are you persuading?
Yeah.
I didn't say anything like in a judgmental tone.
Oh, God.
Okay.
So Petra will be like, can we get like 10 gold off? Just 10.
Question, what's the
'Cause we
tax
are-
cost?
So, for what you need for a horse, obviously you need the saddle, which if you're just looking at a riding saddle, that's 10 gold. If you're looking at a pack saddle, that's 5 gold. Keep in mind, you can't ride with a pack saddle.
I
If you
mean,
get
we
a-
could just go
ahead.
for the 225 and as the 10 gold off, see if we can just get the tack for the 1 horse for free.
Yeah, you only need tack for 1 horse.
Yeah.
No, we don't need tack for any. No,
You need tack for 1 horse.
no, because we got the 1 tack in the back,
We have 2
and the-
techs.
Yeah,
2
and you're
tacks in the
buying
back?
3.
but there was already tacks on the horses that we hooked up because those were riding
Yeah,
horses.
but
originally.
I took
You're
the
buying
techs off
3.
the dead ones.
Right. We got the 2 tacks from the dead ones, and we have 4
Mhm.
tacks total.
Yeah.
Yeah, and you're buying 3, and you already have 2.
I think
Right.
what he's
We have 4
saying is we
tacks.
don't need tack
We
on
have
the
an
one that's
extra tack.
attached to the wagon.
We already have an extra tack.
If you're going to take the tack off the ones that are pulling the wagon, you can do that.
Well, I mean, they'd already have their riding tack. They'd already had their riding tack already, because they were riding horses. Then there's the tack that would have been with the wagon anyways. The yoke and the such.
I think it'd be prudent to have tack for each of them, just in case the need arises, but...
Yeah, we have 2 extra tack. Okay. The 2 horses that are getting connected to the cart do not need tack, because that's already...
I get that. But I'm saying in the situation that maybe we lose a wheel on the wagon or something, and we need to...
We still have 1 extra tack after this.
Yeah, so what he's saying is, why would we be having 2 instead of just the extra 1?
We already have 1 spare.
Yeah, so then we'd have 2 spare.
I think the
You
difference
guys are confusing me.
Hold on.
Okay.
I think the miscommunication here is that one group is saying that the ones attached to the wagon don't need any tack, which would mean that you only need the extra 3. You would only need a total of 3 tack. Whereas the other communication is that you should have 5 tack for 5 horses in case, let's say, something happens to the wagon and you need to be able to ride all 5 of them. They will need their tack still.
That's what I was saying.
Yep. So the question is do you want to be able to fully tack and harness all of your horses, or do you want to just say these ones are attached to the wagon, they don't need it? That's what it comes down to. So in that case, if you want, you can say, let's get, a little extra, that way every horse has it in case of emergency. Or you can say, let's save the 10 gold for now.
Right, okay, well, someone has to make a decision on that.
So we flip a coin if that's what it takes.
Yeah, exactly.
Petra! Flip a coin.
Okay.
If it's a 2, you want new tack.
I was legitimately already doing that.
No, it's Petra.
Yeah, it's Petra's. Same result. Alright, so you guys decide, you can wait till later to get some more tack. Worst case scenario, somebody rides without full tack, and that just means that, somebody has to help steer their horse along. But it'll be fine.
Petra could ride bareback.
Ugh.
So, in that case, you decide not to buy any extra tack.
I mean, I suppose technically we can get away with 4 tack regardless, because Petra could always just ride with someone.
I didn't get to do my persuasion before everyone got into an argument.
Yep, I'm aware. That's because they were trying to decide how you were trying to persuade. But that being said, you guys decided that you're just buying the horses, so it's 225. What are you going to attempt to do?
Petra's gonna kind of wave her hand a little bit to get the seller's attention. Be like, "We're getting 3 horses. Would it be too much of an issue if we got at least 10 gold off?"
And give me a persuasion.
That one.
So, they think about it. 10 is a lot of gold, but you are spending quite a bit more. So, they think about it for a moment, and they eventually decide that, yeah, they can do 10. 10's not super greedy, they can come down by 10.
That's only 215 gold that we've spent.
Yep, that's 215.
Cool.
Now, all that time debating has obviously cost you time. It's getting late at night. It's just about evening. Sun's going to be going down soon. You've obviously already got a room for the night, in case you guys choose to use that. It does come with, dinner and everything like that, so Toby doesn't need to cook tonight.
Drop the gold out of the company. Well,
Hold on.
platinum and gold.
Yeah.
Right.
That'd be 24, not 25.
No, it was at
40.
49. So it'd be down to 21, 28 actually.
No, it was 46.
It was 46.
46.
Yeah.
No, so yeah, no, I was right. It would be 25. Because
Yeah.
minus 21 and then 5 gold.
No, it was. Oh, right. We took.
21 platinum.
I'm dumb.
and then 12.
I'm dumb. Shut up.
We know. Don't worry. We know.
Alright, so it is roughly just a little bit before dusk. Do you guys decide to go back, or are you doing anything else in the markets?
How about we bunker
buy
down?
A tent. Let's buy a tent. Let's
Petra's-
buy a tent.
Petra's gonna drag Amaranth with her to find a tent.
I was gonna say we could do that tomorrow when we try and get new stuff for the wagon. Otherwise, we're just traveling with an empty wagon. But
Let's just get it tonight. We'll return here tomorrow. It's on our path. Let's just get the tent, go to sleep. And Petra's like getting really irritated.
Well, if you get the tent tonight, then tomorrow you can just hit the road. If you don't get the tent tonight, then tomorrow you're going to waste travel time coming back to purchase a tent.
that's what I was just saying though, is if we want to not travel with an empty wagon and try and make more profit, because we just kind of sold all the coffee to be able to cover the horses, we're gonna have to spend some time in the markets anyways.
We don't have enough money to buy anything though that we can sell.
We
Either
have,
way, it doesn't
like
matter.
500 gold.
Keep in mind, it's only around 5, right? It's only dusk. It's not nighttime, so you still have time tonight. You don't have to rush back to go to sleep. You're not in the wilderness where things come out to get you at night. You
Either
are
way.
in the city.
Yeah, I mean, either way, it doesn't matter if we buy the tent tonight or we buy the tent tomorrow. If we buy the tent tonight, then that's one thing off the list for tomorrow. And then tomorrow, all we can do is just focus on trying to fill our cargo again and then hit the road.
If they're gonna go try and buy a tent, I'm gonna poke around and see what options there are for us to potentially fill the cart.
Absolutely fine.
And then when you find it, we'll get it tomorrow. Lickety split, and we'll split out of here faster than trying to look for it tomorrow.
Yeah, we'll make like a tree
Lickety-lick.
and get out.
Yep. We'll move like a herd of turtles.
Cool, let's buy this tent.
Okay, so
What
you
tent?
guys decide to go look for a tent?
Yes.
Yep.
And
Alright,
he's
so-
going to poke around for other things.
Stuff.
Yep. You're looking to see what you can buy in bulk. They're looking for a tent. Alright, so you look around. You do find a place that happens to sell a few different things that, would be considered travel gear or adventuring gear. One of which is, luckily for you, a tent. So,
There was much
So-
rejoicing.
looking at what they have actually a fairly decent tent. It's a tent that fits 2 people, and they're 2 gold per tent.
Is there any larger tents?
They don't have any larger tents.
Okay, so it's just 2 tents. For 2 gold.
2 gold.
Are you gonna? Well, I'll go to
2 gold each.
Yeah, 2 gold per tent.
I'll go to Petra. Like, are you going to sleep in the tent or are you going to sleep in the dirt?
Yeah, sleep under the wagon.
You're going to sleep in the dirt. Okay, cool. That's
Just the distinct, you're gonna sleep in the dirt. Okay.
I'm like, as far as I'm concerned, you can call it under the wagon as much as you bloody well like. You're laying in dirt under the wagon.
So
Okay.
if you manage to get, if you buy 2 tents, that's enough to fit everybody except Petra.
I'm gonna be buying my
I
another
mean,
tent.
Petra could squeeze in there. She's small enough.
If
Belle
we want-
already had the lean-to too, so that's all 5 of us.
Well, I'm going to buy a tent because I'm sick of being in a shitty little lean-to that I found. Because I only found this one through someone else's stuff that they ran off with when the cult rampaged this small town.
Right. So you are purchasing 2 tents then?
3. I purchased my own one, and then 2 for the company.
3. Okay. Then there's actually a tent item, so I'm going to add it to your inventory. And then who is going to carry the other 2, or are we throwing them in the wagon?
Throwing them in the wagon.
Wagon.
Okay.
Oh,
I'll put 2 tents in the wagon.
I've deleted the coffee, by the way.
Alright. Right. There you go. You now have 2 tents in your wagon as well. They are 2-person tents. They don't take up a whole lot of space, luckily for you. But now you have 2 tents for those rainy nights. Hooray! No more finding a stick.
Yeah.
He's gonna do it anyway, you know he is.
Yeah, he will do.
Nia's gonna be sleeping well. She's gonna have a whole 2-person tent to herself.
Yeah, so am I. It's gonna be wonderful. Like,
I love how everybody's just decided that Windsor and Toby are sleeping together.
Oh yeah,
I mean, the boys sleep with each other. The girls sleep with each other. It just so happens that Belle has her own tent, and Petra wants to sleep under the wagon.
In the dirt.
And
No,
you
under
gonna be
the
just
wagon.
sprawled out, snoring inside this tent.
It's exactly the reason why I wanted my own tent. Is I can be like, I can move anywhere I'd like. And all I get is a knock knock. I was like, yes, Windsor, here's a stick for you. Okay, yeah, thank you. Goodbye.
Alright, so you
Toby's
guys
just
managed to...
fucking squished underneath Windsor's right arm.
Alright, so you
Fucking
guys
hell.
did manage to get your tents. As for you is shopping to see if they have anything here that's, you can buy in bulk that would be worth selling. Obviously.
She's also going to keep her eye out for any alchemy shops or anything like that, too, because... of course she is.
Because she always is, right? Alright, so...
Well-
you are, trying to find stuff. Unfortunately, this is not a huge trading place, so there isn't a whole lot of option available. They do have some stuff, but nothing is currently marked down, so you'd be paying full price for it. What they have at full price is they have some Everfrost berry, and they have some potatoes.
Potato.
What's the price point on each of those?
So each of those are actually, if you're buying, in bulk, then you're looking at 8 silver for each container.
Is there a weight difference between containers?
So the potatoes are actually a little heavier than the berries.
So
see,
in
what is your
theory, we
current
could carry
available?
more berries.
Also, we'd have to try and do the same thing we did before, which is have to constantly frost it and purify it. Because it's like fresh food instead of like coffee.
I'm not super worried about that because I have 3 uses of my frost breath a day currently, and then Toby has his purify food and water thing as well, so...
Effectively quadrupling the shelf life of things. Yep.
Petra's gonna find somewhere to take a bath and wash her fucking clothes.
And then roll around in the dirt again, as you'd like to do.
I was waiting for that. I'm like, Belle's about to make a comment about, well, the clothes wouldn't be dirty if you weren't sleeping in the dirt.
Pretty much. I mean, come on. It makes sense.
You have to remember, Petra's a soldier. She's been trained not to care about most of that shit.
No. Okay, I was on the run from the fucking cult, but at least I didn't roll around in dirt. Okay?
She doesn't roll around in dirt.
As far as I'm concerned, you're like one of those dogs who like a little one who likes to get a dust bath. That's what I think of you when you're doing that.
A
You just
chinchilla.
like roll around in a dust. Yeah, like a chinchilla. You're just like, oh yeah, dust. Yeah, I love this shit.
Alright, so you can carry 29 berries, or you can carry 19 potato.
I dare you,
So
smoke
there's
syrup.
a
I dare you to take a whiff
higher
of petrol bomb.
profit margin on
Never.
the berries just solely because we can carry more. And that's 29 if we fill the whole cart, right?
That's if you fill the entire cart, yeah.
Yeah, I'd say do like 25, like a nice even number, so we've still got a little bit of space.
Well, I was gonna say, whatever 75% of 29 is. So 21 or 22, I guess, if you round.
21.
You'd have to carry 21.
So yeah, we just bring it. So what, dude? Like
21.
20? Shut up.
Question: Are you taking into consideration the weight of the like tents that were put in the wagon?
The tent's weight is pretty small, but you are correct. I did not. You would only be able to carry 20 with the tents.
Yeah, Neo's gonna be taking one of them out of the thing.
I mean,
one of the
Petra
boys
could
can carry the other one.
Petra could probably carry the tents. It would look very weirdly awkward, but she could definitely carry.
Yeah, this is where we get
Both
a
of the
distinction
tents.
between mass and weight.
Yeah.
All right. So I know we can carry approximately 21 or 29, depending on if we want to
21.
leave space for need
Shut
to
up.
craft. That's all the information I need. I'm not gonna buy anything without consorting with the rest of the group first. So, didn't you spot any alchemy anything on her way through the markets?
There is an alchemy shop. It has basic ingredients.
They have anything besides basic ingredients, simple recipes, anything.
He yelled spendthrift from alchemy.
Let me. They do not have any recipe.
What do they have for ingredients?
You're making me pull up this whole list of ingredients here. They have... Hold on. Cat's tongue, dream lily, morning dew, pixie's parasol, and that is it.
How many Pixie's Parasol do they have, and how many Cat's Tongue do they have?
They have 3 pixie's parasols and 1 cat's tongue available.
And how many Dream Lily?
Five.
I'm about to make this bitch. I'll buy their whole stock.
You buy everything?
Yeah, I'm gonna buy everything.
Okay. So the cat's tongue is... Well, actually, let me save you some time here. It looks like at this location, they're actually all the same price. They're 8 silver a piece. So that is 9 of them, 8 silver a piece, 72 silver, or 7 gold, 2 silver.
So that was 3 Pixie's Parasol,
You know?
3 or 4 Dream Lily,
5 lily.
5, and then 1 tongue.
And then, yeah, 1 cat's tongue.
And you said the total was how much?
Total is 72 silver. Or 7 gold.
72 silver.
When Zar
Right.
sees the cat's tongues and says, "Great, I needed sandpaper."
You realize that that's a flower. That is a flower. 72. This is why I have my fucking calculator up, because math.
It's 7 gold, 2 silver. Or are you trying to subtract from what you have?
I'm trying to subtract from what I have.
Okay.
Can I just make sure that we have instructions on how to do this tent? Because I don't want you to be coming in the middle of the night and I'm trying to build this tent and you're like, do you know how to build a tent?
You know how to build a tent?
Alright,
No,
so...
no. Well, in real life, yeah, but...
So setting up a tent, the way that we're going to handle that is it's a survival check, obviously. Unless you specifically have a reason why you know how to set up a tent.
Well, I know how to set up my lean-to, so I would know the base.
Petra's a soldier.
Soldier, she's a guard. She's not a soldier, so she wouldn't do a whole lot of traveling. But I guess
she did a bunch of traveling.
Setri. So yeah, I would.
She did a fair bit of traveling.
Yeah.
Okay, so with that, Valona was on the run for a long time, so she would have had to have been doing camping on basic things, or just sleeping in the dirt. Would she know, or were we going to say we're still doing survival, Drek?
I would say that she wouldn't know how to set up a tent because she was running light, because she was fleeing, so she wasn't carrying like camping supplies.
That's fair.
It was more just fleeing for her life, hiding everywhere she could, kind of thing.
Niu has practical but non-practice knowledge because books.
I don't think she would have read camping books. That doesn't seem like a new interest, though.
Even if she did, I mean, it's one thing to
read it.
Like, the reason I say Petra is because she knows how to fucking drive a wagon, right? Which means she
knows how to sleep under it.
Shut up. Yeah, and she's traveled a fair bit.
The main thing I'm going with for Petra is we know canonically, at the very least, she made frequent trips to Setri, which is a few days travel, and she was traveling with a noble on these trips who absolutely would not be roughing it. So she absolutely would have been traveling in the company of people with tents, if not using her own tent on those trips. So she would have personal experience. That's what I'm going.
Yes.
Fair enough. Alrighty. Well, you're building our tents then.
Windsor knows how to sleep in trees. Because well, he's done more traveling than most of you people. Again, he would have done it light, just like Valana. So.
Yep. We're not talking about like up in the tree. We're talking about he literally like breaks a hole in the trunk and
he doesn't even break it. He just hugs it and sinks into it. All right. So you guys managed to do all of that tonight. Are you going to bed, or are you doing anything else?
And then the tree turns into a woman.
A Goliath woman, and then Toby gets jealous.
Nope.
Neil will just head back and, probably talk to everybody about what she found in terms of stuff they can stock up on for their continued trip.
Hey, look at the knots on that tree.
Anywho, before we delve into anything further. No, I'm not going to do anything else. I just want to go and also have a bath.
Yep.
Okay. So you wanna see if there's a bathhouse here?
Oh, I love it, yes.
And somewhere to wash clothes.
Wash clothes. Wow, look at Petra trying to. I don't think they consider it washing clothes when you shove them in the dirt, but we can try. No.
Hey.
Yeah. So they do have a bathhouse. It is not a super luxurious one, and the bath water isn't the warmest, but they do have a bathhouse.
Niu's gonna go for the bath as well.
It's comfortably warm, but it's not like a nice, hot, steaming bathhouse.
Can I warm it up in any way?
Can I cool it down with my ice brush?
What? No.
Oh no!
You just want to be standing on one side, blasting fire at it, and use on the other, trying to blow it cold. You people. Alright.
Cast Armor of Agathis and just sit in it, so I'm basically an ice cube.
You're being attacked by the bathwater.
Vitriolic Sphere? No.
And that destroy it all.
But yeah, if you want to attempt to warm up the water, you certainly can. If you have a means to heat the water.
If it's how is it being heated? It's such a silly question. Yeah, but how is it being heated? Is it being heated by stones or actual logs?
It uses a heat pump system, which is essentially one end of the tub is shallower and has a fire that cooks under it, that heats up that side of the water, and then the water gets circulated to keep it sort of an even temperature.
Cool. So I'll just try to add some more firewood and then heat it up with some burning hands.
Okay, so you throw in extra firewood and just cast some magical fire in there to make it hotter than it was before?
Oh yeah.
All right, yeah, I'll allow that. That'll work. So you go over there, throw in the wood, and cast Burning Hands for as long as you're able to hold the spell, heating it up as much as possible. The water gets nice and steaming hot. You're able to climb in and enjoy a nice hot bath.
I'm like, oh, thank God. And if I see you, Neil, I'm like, you can wait. Let me have this hot bath before you freeze.
Nah.
I just, what I was picturing was just you sitting on one side with Armor of Agathis to get the water nice and cold, and then Belle on the other side just repeatedly casting Hellish Rebuke at the water around her. just,
I was imagining
one's essentially the heat stone, one's the ice cube.
And then all you can just see is just like Petra just like floating on top of the water, like, ah.
Just right where the two are mixing, so she's just like spinning in like this whirlpool of hot and cold.
You're thinking too small. I can also use Dissonant Whispers on the water so that it's feared, and then it'll like vibrate more because it's trying to escape, which will heat it up because, you know,
Nice.
vibrating.
All right, jacuzzi.
Petra's having the best bath of fucking life. Jesus.
Yeah. You got one person trying to cool it off, one trying to heat it up, and Petra in the middle, like, oh, you guys are great. You know that?
Great
The two of you are stressing about the water temperature. Petra's just in the middle, like, this is perfect.
Better than a dirt bath.
Alright, so you guys have your nice bath. You head back to the inn, you go to sleep for the night. Wake up the next day, what do you do?
Wait, did Petra get to clean her clothes?
Yes.
Okay.
They have a wash basin at the same place that the bathhouse is. So
Awesome.
you would
She'll
have been
have
able
done that
to
before
take a
she
nice
went
hot
to
bath and then go
Yeah.
and use the wash basin.
Okay, awesome. Yeah, Petra sleeping under the bed.
As usual. Yep. She got her clothes nice and clean so that she could roll around in the dirt. Great. So first thing in the morning, you guys wake up. What do you do?
Gather
go
our
to-
shit and head to the market.
We get our shit, go to the market, get whatever new found.
You said
So
it
you
was
guys decide to
7
pick up berries,
silver
then?
apiece? Yeah.
Alright, the berries are 9 silver.
Do we want to try and get a reduced price on that as we're buying in bulk?
Yeah.
Can we talk them down to 8 silver apiece?
You can certainly try. You are buying a lot, they might be willing to take some off.
Yeah, that's what I was gonna say. And you will be like, seeing as that we're buying so much, can we maybe get it for 8 silver apiece instead of 9? And persuasion. And 18, let's go.
Petra still has that 1 gold she got from selling the sword.
Ooh,
So
nice.
the merchant thinks about it, and the price yesterday was 8. It's gone up a little today, but okay, you're buying a lot, so they can come down 1 silver, which will make it a total of 16 gold, 8 silver for 21.
Elby,
Yeah.
pay the nice gentleman or lady. I don't know what gender this merchant
Pay
is.
the nice it. Oh, that's it. Double the price. No,
How much was it in total?
it is
16 gold.
Yep, 16 gold, 8 silver.
Oh,
Or
that's
1
fine.
platinum, 6 gold, 8 silver.
That's fine. So we're down to 24 platinum and. Cool. Perfect.
Yes.
Done and done. Just updating it in the Sentinel as well.
And then, are we moving these tents out of the wagon? I think we should move these tents. You will take one of the tents.
Keep in mind, a person can only carry 1 tent at a time. Because
You
of
will
the
carry
size.
one.
Okay. Then go ahead and move
drag and
one to
drop
your
this shit?
inventory. Should be able to drag and drop.
Oh, you can transfer anyway.
Yeah, let's go. Yeah, I'm not sure how to transfer.
If you right-click on the 3 dots, it will say send to like a player.
Yep.
And you should then be able to send it to yourself.
I don't see 3 dots.
Just
Question mark?
right-click where it says the name.
Yeah. Okay, I did that already, and it only gives me edit, duplicate, delete. Oh, send to player. I'm an idiot.
I was like, and the next one.
And the next one. All right, there you go. Yeah. Everybody clap for you. No.
Yay!
Right,
what is this?
I'm gonna be right back real quick.
The tent in the wagon is 20, but once it's in my inventory, it's 40. Wait.
Did
is-
you?
oh, I have-
Sorry,
2?
2?
There's 2. Yes. There's 2. I just dragged and dropped. God damn it!
Not going well for you, is it, my dear?
Right. So,
Somebody else can carry the other tent.
who's carrying the other tent, or are you keeping it in the wagon?
I've already got my shit.
Yeah,
so
you've already got one. New
Petra
has one.
said she would carry both, but since she can only carry one,
Yeah.
I would assume she would carry the other one, but we can wait until she gets back to confirm.
You should
I'll go
say
ahead and send it to her for now, and then if she decides not to, then we can deal with it then. But for now, we'll say since she was willing to carry both, she's willing to carry one. Which gives her that one there. About half her carry weight at this point. Yeah, a stupid amount of carry weight.
Yeah, I'm running a little low on carry weight. I'm at
That's too heavy. All right, so you guys have purchased your goods. Your wagon is all filled up. Got plenty of berries. I'm gonna that real quick. But you got your berries. It is obviously early in the morning, but it did take you a little while to purchase everything and get it loaded up. And then I'm guessing you're gonna hit the road. Is that correct?
Yeah.
Okay. You have 21 Everfrost berries. There we go. Alright, so back to the road you go.
You can craft again. Let's go.
Yep, there's room for you to craft once again. So, you guys set out early in the morning. It takes you a while. But as you're traveling, you notice the sky starts getting darker. The more you travel.
Getting close to winter time.
About
Darker, like rain clouds.
about
or are we talking,
afternoon, it's dark. It is nighttime dark. You know it's the middle of the day. Welcome back. You know it's the middle of the day as you approach the border of Poglioria. But it's dark out. Not cloudy dark, not rainy dark, but nighttime dark as you approach the border.
Oh, well, yeah, because there's obviously the Lich. Which Lich?
Wait, do I actually even notice? Because I see normally in darkness.
You
So
would still
in
notice.
theory, it would be just like nothing changed.
You would still notice.
Yeah, because
but-
if it's gone like bright day, then
Yeah.
completely dark. Let's see here.
But from bright day to slightly less bright day.
Yeah.
Um,
Yeah, so you guys notice that the sky, even though it is daytime, has gone dark.
am I able to do a quick Arcana check to see if this is of magical origin?
Yeah, same.
Because it might be the case of like it's been magically changed due to the fact that the Lich is causing the issue. We know that we've lost contact, so I just wanted to check to see if this is actually.
You can
just
certainly
involved.
try.
Sure, let's give it a try. Nice.
I know everything.
No, you do not.
I rolled a nat 20.
Belle, you are able to tell that this is definitely magical in nature. New immediately recognizes this darkness. It's the same darkness you experienced when you were traveling through the woods near Welton, when Phobrix was near.
Ugh.
It's
New
that
will,
same cursed overhanging of death.
You will inform the group.
Oh man, because he's the one I was guarding. Fuck, he's the one that was in from Fondinian Empire, isn't he?
That's where you last saw him, yeah.
Gross. And he's a necromancer. It's even worse. Ugh.
This is why Phobrix didn't bring me alive today. God damn it, Phobrix.
Oh,
What's the
we gotta
plan?
carry on.
Are you going to approach the border, or what are you doing?
I mean, I'm a little bit apprehensive because I'm like, shit.
Continue, but
Petra
carefully.
can't see shit.
So this is magical darkness, isn't it? Oh, it's not dark. It's nighttime dark. So yeah, magical darkness, I guess.
It is a magical nighttime.
It's magically delicious.
Well, you'll then. Let me just see. You'll have to go in the front then, New, if you can see through magical darkness. I think I can.
It's magical night, not magical darkness.
So yeah, so magical night. So I can either. Sit
You
in the
can
front.
see.
Yeah.
Something
Everyone
is essentially affecting the sky, not necessarily creating a darkness like you would see with like a darkness spell.
Cool.
This is more a blotting out of the sun kind of darkness rather than like a field of darkness.
Well, regardless, Petra can't see shit.
Yeah, Petra can't see shit.
Let me
Toby can't see shit either.
Well, he's got a spell, so he'll cast Continual Flame. He's got a little torch, so he'll just hold the torch while you ride the horses. So you can see somewhat in front of you, but that's about it.
Does he have ruby dust worth 50 gold?
No, he does not. I don't think so.
Then he does not cast Continual Flame.
Fair enough.
According to what my understanding of the rule is, if it has a specific cost attributed to it and it consumes the item, then you can't use a focused cast.
Fair enough.
Right.
So he would actually have to have ruby dust.
Cool. That's fine. I can firebolt a torch then. That shouldn't be a problem.
Okay, that'll work. Yeah.
Wait,
so
wait,
you guys,
wait. You're gonna. Okay, I'll firebolt. My answer.
So you're gonna light a fire on a torch there. Nice bright signal to everything around you. Good plan. All right.
Well,
so
I mean, what else are we gonna do?
Let's just set the canopy on fire. There we go.
all right.
I'm not
Yeah.
on the horse anymore, so
We'll burn the house down. That'll keep us warm.
I'm on the horse now. Remember, we have more horses. So
Yeah, don't do that in front of the torch.
go away.
All right. So you guys are traveling. It's relatively early in the afternoon for you, but obviously nighttime. Not the greatest thing in the world, right?
Nope.
What do you guys do? You continue forward? You sneak into the bushes? What do you do?
I guess we're gonna.
I don't think leaving the road is a good idea, because at least on the road, if something approaches us, we can see it if it's approaching from the road. If we're in the trees, not necessarily. And if it's going to approach us from the side while we're on the road, we'd have the same issue if we were in the trees.
Yeah, I guess I'll just have to continue on. I can take out the torch if anyone doesn't want me to put the torch on, but we'll just have to keep moving, really.
I say we just continue carefully.
Okay. So, you continue down the road. You're going a little slower than you normally would, being extra careful. It's quiet as you approach the border. There's obviously some sort of checkpoint ahead. You don't see a single guard. It's deserted. Carefully you approach, and the closer you get, the more you realize how eerily silent it is. Not a single torch is lit. The gate just stands there ominously. On the other side of it, there's almost a slight fog with how dark it is. Occasionally the wind slips between rocks, creating small howling and groaning noise. Travel through the open gate. There's nobody. There's no corpses. Nothing. It's entirely abandoned.
So we're
You
now
don't hear a single sound of wildlife. There's no crickets chirping. There's no birds singing. When you pass by the gate, there's nothing but emptiness. Nothing attacks you. You just travel onward. You continue past it for another half hour or so. And then you find the guards. As they come out of the wood, approaching you. The guards are shambling towards you.
Yeah, because they're...
As one does.
Yeah, as they do. I also need to re-add your horses to this. Didn't have horses when I set up the scene for you, but I will.
My God, they got yarn in their pants.
Yeah, they got yarn in their pants. As you see these guards approaching, they're stumbling towards you. They're not calling out.
No, they're obviously drunk.
They're clearly very drunk as they come out of the woods from
Perception
nearly all directions. The number of guards
Arcana check.
You can certainly try an Arcana check, and while you do that, I'm going to set up the horse. Toby's horse is no dead.
Toby's horse is dead. We just have a new one for him.
Yeah, but I'm not going to create a new actor sheet. This is Toby's horse here.
Yeah. Okay. Needs to be done.
Also, this whole shenanigans is dark.
Yes, it's nighttime.
It is.
Yeah,
It is.
Be able to see normally.
No,
It's not in your character sheet.
Oh, yeah, it's not in your character sheet, so I keep forgetting to adjust it. Hold on. No, you have dark vision enabled.
Yeah, you'll just have a smallness of dark vision. That's what it will be.
Yeah, so
it should be really bright around
Toby. It's
Toby.
still going to show dark on here for you, but you are able to see. Trust me, it's much worse for Petra. She can. If you were
black
able to
out
see
here
what
for
she
other
sees-
people.
Yes, it's black out there. Let's see. This is 6. This is where. That's as far as I can see because of my dark vision. So that means News
Yeah.
probably seeing out. Or
To give
so
you
is
an
Toby.
idea-
Petra can only see about that far.
Yeah.
Yeah.
To give you an
Petra can
idea,
only see the
this is-
torch.
This is what it looks like without your dark vision. Okay. So, yes, your dark vision is working. I checked by clicking your token. The reason why you don't see the dark vision here is because your dark vision encompasses the entire scene. If I shrink your dark vision real quick to say this,
Okay.
you see that ring?
Yep.
Yeah. Your dark vision just extends far enough to cover the entire scene. So it's still dark because it's still nighttime and it's represented here, but yes, you are able to see everything a lot clearer than everybody else.
Yeah, it's like...
Does it actually put dark vision in like grayscale for people with dark vision?
Yes.
Neat.
Yeah, so if like for like Toby, he can't see a lot, but I can see a heck of a lot more than him. So everything is just like a dim light.
Yeah, Toby and Petra see the same thing that I sent you in the screenshot, Zoe.
Yeah, but we would see more because I see 123 natural.
Anyway,
So-
there's zombies with yarn in their pants.
We
Yep,
haven't
and they
decided
are
the
heading
zombies, but
towards
the
you.
guards with yarn in their pants.
Yeah, I was gonna say I've done a perception check to see if I can see any clearer as to what they are, because we can't see right now. Everyone can see. All we know is
Perception,
the dogs.
Arcana.
I'm still fixing the horses.
Yeah, that's fine. That's what I said. I was gonna wait. It's dead.
Only for a moment.
It's alive.
Windsor finds a brain in his pants
a
pocket and
zombie
throws
horse.
it at them.
Brains.
These horses get killed by the zombies and dragged off as well.
Yep. All right. Perfect. They all get eaten.
Petra tracks down every single zombie, kills all of them.
All right. So, you guys see these zombies coming out of the woods towards you. Amaranth, you mentioned you were trying to do a check.
Yes. Well, because we didn't know that there were zombies at the time. We could just see that there were guards just shambling.
Yes, you
The
see them shambling towards you.
The second I know they're zombies, I'm fucking casting a spell. I'm sorry.
So yeah, so that's why I'm then doing like a perception check to see if I can see closest to what they
With
are.
an 18 and with your ability to see in the dark, you can see that these are clearly undead. Some of them are missing limbs. A few of them have been disemboweled. One of them is literally missing an entire chunk of their side. These are clearly dead men.
Okay.
Are they telling any tales?
Casting a spell.
Sorry, I forgot I was had to talk to
Straight up. I want to
What's
cast
out there?
Thunder of Hadar on a group.
What are you guys doing?
Or we could just
There's
leave.
undead zombies.
Let's leave. I bet
Where?
they're not fast.
Petra faces the direction away from the zombies.
She just looks behind. She's like,
Yeah,
I don't
actually-
remember running them over.
That might be a good idea. It might be just better to just walk away instead of spending all these spells to kill them. Because I'm guessing they're not going fast.
They are not going fast.
It's true, but it's also true that we might be heading into a larger group.
True, but then if we
Oh,
waste... Sorry, say that one, sir.
So we'll let them know we're coming by lighting up this area.
Yeah, like with a torch or something. Great.
Jesus, I'll let off the torch. Jesus, guys.
Oh,
So-
you're gonna. Okay.
Darkness. There's your extra darkness.
All right. So
Now, are we in the town proper or just the outskirts of the town?
you are just past the border. You are in open country.
So it might be
you
that-
passed a checkpoint, not a town.
Oh, the checkpoint. Okay, that's what I... Okay.
Yeah, you've passed the checkpoint.
So it might be better to keep moving.
Yeah, I mean, New's got... Both New and Balana can tell us if there's a roadblock ahead before we get there.
Okay. So you guys decide to continue forward then.
Yeah, I'll stay in the back, and then... So then at least I can see.
Okay.
He's going to pay specific attention to how quickly these zombies are moving, and if it seems that at our slower pace for us being careful, that we're not, making distance, she'll make sure that we speed up.
Right, if you get zombies with super rabies, we're not going to be outrunning.
So you continue forward. The zombies still shambling after you. But it seems like the further ahead you go, the closer they're getting to you. The ones behind you obviously aren't keeping up, but it seems like an almost endless pincer of these zombies coming out of the woods. To the point that the ones ahead of you are now nearly on the road as you're approaching it.
Yeah, I think we just need to start killing some shit.
Okay, set the forest on
Slash-
fire.
How many are nearly on the road? Is it plausible that Niu could start just blasting them off the road with Eldritch Blast to clear a path?
You could blast them. However, keep in mind, your knockback would be in the direction opposite of where you shot them. And at the angle that you shot them, you wouldn't move them far away from the road. You would just move them down the road.
So it might be better for me to do a Victrolic Spear instead, which would then get them off the road, but then it does mean having to...
Drive through a puddle of acid?
Yeah, well, that's what I did say that at the end. Don't worry.
Get the ones off the side of the road and then blast the ones that are on the road. as we pass.
The question is, numbers. How many of them are there?
What we can see is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
Those are good
An
numbers.
almost unlimited supply.
Initiative. There we go. There we go. Let's just go spade a spade.
You?
Click the thing like 3 times and it was not responding.
So, we're going to start off.
Okay.
You guys still have the option to attempt to blast through, but this is kind of pausing things so that you can take a moment to decide what your plan of action is, and then take that action.
Please remember that 3 people cannot see right now.
Yep.
Very well.
Especially because you extinguish the torches, which would take an action to relight.
Exactly. So that's our
2 people can't see well.
I've got 60-foot 9 vision, so I can't see as far as you, but I can see far enough.
It's the same as Toby. Toby's got dark vision of 60 foot. So
Where the hell did you get dark vision? Oh, those
Yeah.
tools.
I think our best bet at this point is to just each pick a side and just try not to lose any more horses again.
Throw Petra at the zombies. so she doesn't have to go like feeling through the dark for them.
Alright, so what's the plan? It's Petra's turn first. You guys gonna try to keep at it and keep moving down the road? Or are you gonna encircle the horses? What's the plan?
Okay. If possible, am I able to make cast a spell somewhere further on so they get attracted to that noise?
You can certainly try.
So instead of bringing them towards us, bring them further away. So I could cast something like, if we were still enough, we could most probably cast something that's like, or I could like the trees if you wanted me to, but I could do something that's 120 foot away. It's up to you guys.
Petra can't see shit right now, so doesn't matter her.
Yeah, I'll see. Oh, it's not you. So you're not going to do anything then, because I can cast something 120 foot away, like maybe hit a tree or something, and see if they'll get attracted to
Well,
that. Come on.
So, do they make any noise?
The zombies?
Yeah.
Yeah, you're hearing dragging and groaning noises all around you.
Okay, well, with that, Petra will wait until she can hear something at least 10 feet from her. She'll take the ready action, get ready to rage, and then attack. And then that'll be her turn.
She's preparing for, like, if something gets too close and she's able to see it, she's just gonna fuck it up. Got it.
Yeah. Well, if she can hear it close enough.
Yeah. Alright, Windsor, you just
'Cause
got
she
chopped
need
by
to be-
Petra. No. Windsor, what you got?
Windsor Hiccups dies. Okay. I wonder how much light my flames will cast. Okay. Part of me wants to. Not back. Oh wait. Okay, there you go. Okay, I'll run up to a zombie and throw it at Petra. Okay.
Oh my god.
Okay. Okay. Well, let's go with the flaming snake.
Alright. So, you light up your hands, and they glow about as bright as a torch would. giving Petra a lot of space to see all of a sudden.
Okay, I have a 10-foot range, so I'm gonna move into the 10-foot range and attack the that one first. Let's go that.
Okay. $23 hits.
11 damage to that one.
Alright, and that's this one here.
Yes.
Okay.
Fire damage. That matters.
Alright, so first one hits. Second one does not. Roll an athletic.
Oh,
Or, sorry,
okay.
acrobatics. Okay, yep. And then your second attack your third attack was the 8?
No, I didn't.
No. Okay. And then if you're going to attack again, continue your...
Yeah,
you can continue.
Yeah, I was good. I was doing that a second attack because I thought for the fail. Okay. Yeah, now it. My,
No, there's nothing nearby that you would
Or-
accidentally hit, so it was gonna be if you accidentally fell over.
okay. Spend a key for Fury of Blows.
Okay.
Does that hit or? No.
Are you so you're spending 1 to make it an
To do
11
two more.
hit.
No, 2 more strikes. So I'm seeing if 11 hits.
Okay, an 11 does hit. Yeah.
Okay.
For 17 damage. All right.
That thing just be dead.
It do be dead.
You'd be deader. Okay.
Yeah. It be dead again.
Last attack on the one just to the northwest of it.
Okay.
20. I'm guessing that
20
hits.
hits.
10 damage.
Okay. So you run up, you take a few swings at the first zombie, it goes down, and as it does, you do a roundhouse kick over its head, kick the zombie standing next to it. Toby's turn. Once Windsor hits the end combat, or the...
I'll move back a little bit. Okay.
Alright, Toby's turn.
There's also zombies down below, I would like to say.
Yes, we know.
Fucking
Yes,
bitches.
some of us already saw them.
Hey! Not Petra's fault.
Sorry, Toby can see right now. Sorry, I was talking to myself completely. Okay, so he can see. So what he's going to do... Oh, does he really want to shoot his gun and make a whole bunch of fucking noise? I mean, at this point, you've already punched a bunch of zombies, so...
Yeah, punching's not really as loud as a bang.
Well, it means having
This isn't
to...
Dragon Ball Z. I'm not breaking the sound barrier yet.
Yeah.
So...
Yeah, there wasn't 15 minutes of screaming before he punched something.
That's right. So yeah.
Oh, not that one. He's going to use his lightning launcher. Not that one.
Wait, it hasn't been like 5 sessions of just Windsor screaming. It can't, like...
That's right.
Completely off
There's no
topic,
Kamehameha
random
yet.
fact. Did you know that the voice actor for Goku actually once fainted from yelling into their microphone so long that they ran out of oxygen and just passed out?
Jesus.
I can believe it.
I can believe it.
Sounds about right.
Right, so what's Toby doing?
He's going to use his lightning launcher because it's a ranged weapon. He'll
Okay.
smack that one. So you can just about see that one. He's rolled already, but I just want to make sure I hit.
Considering an 11 hit, a 20 certainly does.
Perfect.
Yeah, a 20 does hit.
Okay, cool.
I was just reading to see what kind of damage it does and
I mean,
how loud it would be.
I know, that's like literally anything else is either lightning or it's a gun. So, you know.
That Thunder Gauntlet doesn't make any noise, right?
Which one?
The injured one.
This one. Okay. Yeah. So 10 damage. It does not die, but it's definitely looking on the verge of doing so. The lightning strikes it, and you can just see scorch marks and seared flesh.
The yarn in its pants fell out.
Yeah.
It's a little discombobulated.
So we doing anything else?
Yeah, I'm just thinking what else he could do.
He has a second attack.
He does have a second attack. I know. I'm just seeing what he has.
He has a second attack. We told you. Come on.
He'll cast magic missile. Hopefully, shouldn't make too much noise either.
Okay.
And
Isn't that not a thing that you can do? Like, you can't use a weapon and a spell in the same thing with your extra attack?
If that's okay, yeah, that's fine. I'll remove it.
Is that a bonus action? Hold on.
He's got an. Oh, that's me looking at me.
Yeah, he's got 2 attacks. So, what they define as attacks nowadays, usually it's 2 melee or 2 ranged attacks. But,
I'll go ahead and allow it for now. I'll have to do some reading up on it later just to double check. But for this combat, I'll allow him to use magic missile.
It just says extra attack. You can attack twice rather than once whenever you take an attack action on your turn.
Yeah, I'll say go ahead.
Cool. So he'll attack that one, and maybe you can kind of see that one, so he'll try and attack that one.
Okay, so the 2 of them?
Yeah.
Okay. 2 damage to this one, which is just enough to kill it. And
3 dots, or is it just 1 dot? 3 dots, yeah. And then I messed that one.
5 damage.
There we go.
Alright. How big is this shit? This is 20... Which means I should be able to put this, like... I'm just gonna... Smaller than I expected, but it'll work. I'm gonna put that right there. Hunger of Hadar.
Okay.
Just let everything have fun stumbling through that. Them are probably dealt with. Yeah, I don't think I have anything else that I can do.
Okay. That makes it the zombies' turn, which means 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 of them take... I need you to roll 2d6. You can use the dice tray at the bottom, just click the d6 twice. It's the square one, and then hit roll.
Six damage.
Alright, so all of them take full damage, and it's difficult terrain, so they move very little inside of your bubble.
And they take another 6 damage. Or, well, another 2d6.
Yep.
8
they take
damage.
8 damage. Alright. Alright, so they are all badly injured. The darkness is just ripping them apart. However, let's see.
You want me to roll for those two since they're in it now? Or are you just going to use the same 8?
I'm going to use the same damage. Everything is working its way towards you. in mind, we're almost at our break here. So I'm gonna...
Also, one of them is now
This
within
one-
Petra's 10-foot range. I'd like to put
this
point
one
out.
is within Petra's range.
Oh.
So, Petra, because you said if one was within 10
Yep.
feet, right?
Yep.
Yeah, so one is within 10 feet of you, and you're able to see it because of Winzar's fists. So, I will move you closer. You are raging. So, take a thing off your rage. Yeah, there you go. And then you get to roll your attack.
Yay. Get over here, you bitch.
That hits. And you're attacking from the front, which means you do extra damage.
Yay.
Okay. Damage. And so your first attack lands. A nice hearty chop. Second attack.
Back, swing it again.
That definitely hits. For 8 more damage. Nearly cleaving the zombie in half as you do so. It's still alive, but barely. Most of its pieces are not quite attached anymore. That's the end of your reaction. Okay, should be right here. He is going to attack Winzar. That is... Winzar. Okay, that attack will miss. And... Yep. So he misses his attack. This one's within range of Toby, so he's going to attack. That is a crit.
Of course it is.
Of course it fucking is. It's Toby.
It's so annoyed because it's like it always constantly hits him, and he has like the highest armor class, but he always seems to get.
Yeah, he's got a 20 armor class and fucking gets critted on all the time. It's ridiculous. Let's see. That is... Six bludgeoning damage. That is the only zombies within range. And we're gonna do Belle's turn. Then we're going to do our break, and then we're gonna come back and do the rest of the fight, unless you guys want to do the entire fight first.
We could do we could do the one my turn, and means we're next turn. Just to double check, these zombies over here, do they move at all?
They are coming towards you, yes.
Okay, but they haven't moved to this turn, or have they?
They have, yes.
Okay, cool.
Their turn is over. They've come towards you by about 20 feet.
Okay. Right, let me see what to do. I'll get off my horse so I don't try and kill it. Knowing me.
You heard it here. Bella's finally getting off her high horse.
Never! Never. Anything else? Oof, no, okay, that's fine. We'll just do those.
That looks like a vitriolic sphere to me.
Indeed!
Alright, roll your damage.
They don't you do it to saving throw? Well, I'm guessing they won't.
Well, yeah, I did it. Roll the damage.
Okay.
Alright, so you successfully melt all of these. Barely just enough to completely kill the 5 zombies that you caught, essentially liquefying them immediately.
Nice. And then what am I going to do? I can do that. Cool. Perfect. And then I'll use 6 of my sorcery points to gain another 4th level spell.
Damn, that's a lot of sorcery points. I mean,
Yeah, well, for a level
It's-
4 spell, which is what Vitriolic Spirit is,
Yeah.
it's 6 sorcery points, and I only have 7.
yeah. So you just cashed in basically all of your sorcery points to do
Pretty
another
much.
vitriolic sphere.
I'm like, that's the plan. But I mean, at least with the gem, I can get those back, so I don't have to worry too
Yeah.
much. And then, enter my turn.
Okay. All right. So everybody's gonna be taking a break real quick then.
Yeah, that's fine.
Okay. So we're gonna go ahead and take our break now. Be back. It's 5 after. So try for 6. So try for 15 after, and then we'll come back and we'll finish up the combat.
Awesome. Cool.
Right. So we just finished off Bellona's turn. It's round 2 of the combat. Petra, what are you gonna do?
You're gonna swing at the zombie that just tried to smack Windsor. This guy.
Alright. That'll hit. And you finish chopping that zombie in half. It is now dead.
Yay!
asshole.
Zombie car
Alright. I'm gonna switch over to this one now.
Okay. You kill the first one, take a step forward, and take another swing.
Yep.
That'll hit. For 9 more damage. So you finish cleaving that first zombie in half, step forward with the upswing, and catch this one in the rib cage, doing a solid amount of damage. You hear several bones cracking as the rib cage breaks apart. It's still alive and still attacking. It is definitely
Bitch.
injured.
Petra just says
Windsor.
bitch.
Asha's just like, yeah, fuck you, bitch.
There we go. Now I can look. Okay. Attack the one to the west first. Better finish what Petra started. Or not.
That hits.
That hits.
That hits. And zombies, they're not very dodgy.
10 fire damage.
Okay.
Still alive. Okay, we'll hit it again.
It is still alive, yeah.
Go to sleep, go to sleep, go to sleep.
That'll hit.
16 fire damage.
Okay. So the first hit did not take it down, but you quickly follow that up with another hit, knocking the head right off its rotten shoulders. Zombie drops dead.
Okay, Fury of Blows. Go after the zombie above me. That'll
That'll
hit.
hit.
11 damage. And one more time.
One more attack. Will hit.
Yay!
Look at you! Landed every hit this turn.
And
14.
14 fire damage.
Alright. That is the second zombie down this turn. Look at you, killing machine today.
Well done.
Yay!
Alright, Toby, fuck it up. I mean, your turn.
How dare you? Okay.
You know it's true.
Let's see. Now I've got one right up close to him. Ba-ba-ba-dum.
9 will hit.
Dum, 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 dum.
For 8 damage. $18 will hit. For 5 more damage. Alright, so you take up your thunder gauntlets, you charge both of them, and quickly, one after the other, successive blows, the sound thundering out, echoing throughout the forest around you.
Yay.
Cool beans. Yes. I'm going to hit these two in the front there with an Eldritch Blast to make sure they stay in the damn ball of death. Let's go. That's a fucking crit for the first one? Never mind, that one's just dead.
Rolls all low.
21 damage.
Yeah, so that one's
21.
dead.
Stop.
You just see this dead, exploded zombie go flying out in the back of the darkness.
And for the other one...
Is a hit.
Still fucking hits, let's go. 13 damage. And now they should just stay in that little sphere and
kills
die.
That one too.
Ball of death.
Alright, now it's the zombie's turn. Roll 2d6.
6 damage.
One,
Oh.
2. Alright, that's all they get to do. This zombie is gonna come over here.
12 more damage. I'm pretty sure those are all just dead.
Almost. So 3 of the zombies stumbling through the darkness just drop, ripped apart by the tendrils of darkness.
Let's fucking go. That's great.
2 of them still alive. This one over here is going to attack Windsor because he's the closest person, and it is hungry. That is a D12. Why am I rolling a D12? D20. Here it is.
Fair question, why
that will miss.
aren't you rolling a d12?
You're right, I should just roll a d12 with an AC of 1 on Windsor. That way, you know, most likely hits. This one will attack Toby. That is a nat 1. Alright, let's see if he hits his buddy. He does hit his buddy. How much does he bite his friend for? Max damage. Oh my god. Okay. So he tries to bite Toby as the other zombie comes in and tries to bite him, and he rips out his buddy's jugular.
Yay for Toby, yay.
His buddy dies. Literally exactly enough damage to kill him. Good job. Good job, zombie. Way to go. This one's gonna come over here and cautiously attack. And miss.
Nice.
Alright, let's see. We've got 1, 2, 4.
Of course.
That's 12. Yeah, that's you.
Of course it does, you know my armor class.
4.
Put on the right person.
9 damage.
Cool.
1, 2, 4. That's not enough.
Oh, we're all having a party, are we?
They're hungry. You look like food.
It's the dead man's party.
And that is the zombie's turn. I think they're dead people off this.
Murder.
Okay. Now, as I end the zombie's turn, you guys hear what sounds like a much larger horde incoming.
Oh, fuck.
Because somebody decided to use a very loud attack, attracting all the zombies in the area.
Oops.
So, you have...
Yeah, magic missiles.
I stand by our original statement of let us move while we have the chance.
Which hands?
Ha. 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 Anyway, right. We'll discard the previous thing I was going to do, and we will do that again. Let's close that shit. And okay. Shouldn't include the horse, so we're perfect. Right, there we go. Victor on spear again.
Alright.
Boom.
Roll your damage. Guys, they are all severely injured. Multiple pieces of them just drip away from the acid. They are still coming towards you, but they are rather torn up by the rain of acid.
Cool, that's fine. That's my end of my turn.
This guy.
Alright, fuck him up.
Over here, bitch.
That'll hit. Seven damage. Right?
Smack him again.
That'll hit.
Bitch.
For 16 damage. Nice. Which kills that one.
Petra will go over here.
Nope.
And that will be the end of her turn.
Okay. Windsor.
Cart of the horse is going to cause any terrain issues.
Yes, you will be moving through the space of another creature. So, although the horses are a size larger than you, so you can move through their space, you can't stay in their space.
How about the cart?
Yeah, you can't move through the cart, though.
Windsor jumps over the cart.
I don't think he has a high enough jump or a spell that does jump.
He
for
just
him to
runs
do
and
that.
slides under it, like, you know, they do in the movies, where he just, like, drops down to his knees, lays flat, slides across, jumps out the other side, starts punching stuff.
Rolls a nat 1 and misses.
Rolls a nat one, smacks his head on the wagon, goes to sleep.
Oh, no wonder Petra likes sleeping under here.
Yeah.
Okay, attack the one nearest me.
Okay.
Yeah, it's crazy. Petra could probably fucking
That'll hit.
jump over the wagon if she wanted to.
With your freaking strength, potentially. I'd have to double
And-
check. And damage.
Like,
damage.
when...
Alright. 10,
Like-
still standing. 13 hits. 14 is enough to kill it. That is another zombie down. Look at you guys. So proud of you.
Another key point for Fury of Blows.
Alright.
Like, if I use Bestial Soul and grab the one when you jump,
That one's in range.
you can make a strength athletics check to extend it.
That is not going to.
Okay.
Ouch.
Make me a...
No, don't punch me or the
acrobatics.
horse.
Make an
You're too
acrobat.
far away.
Punch Amaranth.
Fuck off.
Okay.
Why
so,
didn't you roll that in the first place?
So you manage to not fall on your ass. Instead, you actually do, in the process of saving yourself from hitting the ground, manage to hit the zombie anyway. Go ahead and roll damage.
Start playing double dutch with my whips. 15 damage.
15 damage. Yeah, so you stumble when you miss and you almost go down, but you manage to twist yourself around, accidentally backhanding the zombie as you do for 15 damage.
And one last attack.
That'll hit.
For 12 fire damage.
Oh, damn. Alright. Which is enough to drop a second zombie. Look at you guys. Cleaning up the neighborhood.
Trying to. At least trying to.
You guys are trying. Toby's inviting the whole neighborhood.
Well, he's not going to do it this time. He's going to use his mace.
Also, need to...
Capson's not going to do any good. Zombies like spicy food.
Okay. He's not really going to attack with this one here.
Okay, a 6 does not hit.
Yeah, I didn't think it did either.
That will hit. For 6 damage. You said this one here, next one?
Yes.
That does manage to hit. It kind of just bounces off of the rotten, meaty flesh, but it does do a little bit of damage. Hear a few bones break and a few pops and cracks.
Right. I don't particularly care for the fact that these things are getting near the horses that we just fucking had to replace. So I'm going to go ahead and...
The horses are the problem. They're concerned.
I'm going to go ahead and... that, which will give me 20? Yeah, 20 points of temporary armor. And then I'm legitimately going to walk like that to trigger opportunity attacks from all 3 of those zombies and just let them fucking die.
Okay. Being zombies, they're not very intelligent, so they will make their attack of opportunity. The first one here, nat 1s, so let's see if he bites his friend. He does not. Okay. And then the other 2, first one will hit. Or...
It takes 20 damage.
That is 7, which I don't believe breaks your shield.
No. The shield is 20.
Yeah, okay, so... Does 7... Let me... this for you. So you can... that, okay. Does 7, and it takes 20 damage, right?
Yep.
So... it leans over and bites your armor, and you just see ice just crystallize its face, and it shatters as the rest of its body drops limp to the ground. That one is dead. This one is going to attempt to bite you as well. That one will crit.
20 damage.
It still does damage to you, though. That's the problem.
I have my temporary armor. That was the whole point of the temporary armor.
5, 10.
As New unironically goes running into the zombies yelling, "Eat me! Eat me!"
Eat my shorts! Okay, let's see.
Hey, I could only hit 2 things
Crit
with my
damage.
Eldritch Blast. This was
yeah.
potentially 3 things dead, so... one just failed epically.
Oh. Which is just enough to break your shield, but still doesn't damage you. And in the process, Zombie Boy here, now... so you managed to kill both of these on your turn. And protect the horses. Good job.
Don't bitch.
Trying to click the fucking end turn button, but steam popping up shit over the button.
It skipped the zombies' turn because I have them marked dead, but let me rewind to that.
Yeah, so I was like,
Yeah, it's because one of the ones you killed is the one that I have in the queue there. So I'm gonna unmark him as dead, but he is dead. Let's see. Okay, so it's the zombie's turn. So now we have the one here next to you, which needs to attack, but they need to. Let's see. Vitriolic Sphere. Is it the start of their turn?
Yes.
Yeah.
That's the other one.
All right. So I need you to roll the damage for your Vitriolic Sphere for their turn, which is probably going to kill the remaining 3 here.
5d4.
And I rolled the damage for the 2 still in my bubble of death.
Oh, I did 4d4, but oh well. That's the next one because I feel better.
16. Those things are dead.
Right. So the 2 that were over here in New's thing have died. Those 2 are dead. New. And 16 damage? Yeah, these 3 are dead.
Think fuck from that.
These 3 are dead. Right. Which means there's this guy here. These ones up here. I'm going to just start at the top of the screen, make it easier. This one's going to attack Petra. Will miss. The one next to Toby will... Oh, Toby's? 20. No, it'll miss. Barely. Okay, and then we have... One's going to go here. This one here.
Rude.
16. We'll hit Windsor for... Okay. Bludgeoning. And this one that's attacking Bell will... not hit.
Wow. That is a rare occasion for an 11 armor class.
Yeah, with their weapon attack modifier and the dice roll, they get 10.
Damn.
Missed you by 1.
That's good enough for me.
Yep, that one can go. So it's just gonna run at the nearest food source, which is new. It's 18 will hit for... Bludgeoning to you.
Fucking lucky. Just 1 less damage, and this one probably would have been dead too.
Alright. And that is the end of the zombie turn. Unless I'm missing one. You know what? I've been missing this zombie the entire time. I'm just gonna say it's been shuffling forward at you.
I was like, no, ignore it. Pretend it doesn't exist.
It got stuck on a tree.
Yeah. No, I found it. It's there. Okay. So you've got 5 zombies, 6 zombies remaining?
Okay, alright. I'm gonna get away and jump on my horse and fuck off, but...
I mean, if you fire at the one that's next to me, I can fire at the one that's next to you, and then we don't have disadvantage.
Yeah, but I have to shoot through you. Which I can't do because it's right in front of it. And if I move, it will get attack of opportunity on me. That is the problem we have.
You could actually move down 2 spaces and
you can
not
move
get attack
here.
of opportunity.
And it won't
My
provoke
acid?
opportunity. Or you can move here.
If she goes into the acid, she'll take damage at the end of her turn.
Yeah.
Which New actually should have. I forgot. So, it's too late.
I will just...
It's the start of their turn, right? Not the end of their turn?
End of the turn, yes.
Yeah, so, I mean, technically you could go down there and then go back up before the end of your turn and not take damage.
Yes.
I mean, based on the description of vitriolic sphere, it only affects things in the initial blast radius.
True.
Not things that step in or out.
Right, okay. Well, I'll move. Fine, I'll move. 1 second. Let me just move myself and cancel this and blah, blah, blah.
Oh, it's at the end of their next turn. I thought this lasted longer. I thought this was like a continuous thing. So these things are expired already anyway. Okay. Good to know. So those are gone now. Because they only last for the one round.
Oh, wonderful.
Okay. Roll attack again.
Okay.
Better not fucking hit me.
Oh, she hit you. Alright, so she sidesteps, trying to dodge the zombie and shoot the other zombie at the same time, and ends up just slightly to the left. Roll damage. You take 8 fire damage.
Sorry.
Can I shoot her back? I want to shoot her back.
Why are you gonna shoot me back for? It was a fucking accident. Don't be petty now.
At least you didn't shoot a horse.
Jesus, I've hit Windsor. I've hit a horse. Don't be petty.
2 horses.
Yeah, I've hit several horses. All right, still have one more. Or was that
Is
attack?
that
because
your
of the-
saving throw for your concentration?
Yep.
Alright, so you failed your concentration saving throw. Which is,
That's
I
a
mean, it's fine.
constitution.
There's no more things over there. It's a concentration saving throw. Constitution is just part of that.
Mhm.
Alright.
So just to double check, the second roll I rolled for the attack was the attack on. Was that was my first firebolt, wasn't it? Or Ray?
Yeah, so the 19 was to see if you ended up hitting you.
Okay, right.
So
got you.
that's still your first bolt. It's not like your second one.
Okay, cool.
That was to see if your second one hit you. 25 will hit. 14 fire damage.
No.
See, it could have
that's
been
two
worse.
attacks.
Oh, okay.
'Cause I get 3 rolls, so I thought I'd do 2 attacks for the 2 attacks, and then I'll do the damage. So that's the first one. Second, and then because it always just disappears for some reason, which is so annoying.
Yeah, because it only lets you roll one attack at a time,
I know. That's the second one.
which is kind of a pain in the ass. But
Yeah,
it's
the
way
it's
it
when
works.
since the update, that's what's happened. But before you could use the both,
Yeah.
like 3 attacks and 3 damage. But that's the second damage on to the 9.
All right. So the first one goes a little to the left and just blasts off of New's shoulder, and she's just like, "Ow!" And you can just see her look over her shoulder, contemplating shooting you with an eldritch blast as the second and third shot go flying past her, hitting the zombie.
Look, Ray, get over yourselves. You missed. It happens. It's never on purpose.
You killed a horse.
The end of
And
Belle's
I'll
turn.
do it again if I miss. Can't help this. I'm not physically controlling where it is shooting at that point.
Have better aim.
You know what's funny is I think Belle's the only one that's successfully like really fucked up teammates at this point.
Well, you know, she doesn't understand life or death at this point, so she doesn't see a difference.
Alright, so is that the end of your turn?
Yes, sorry, apologies. Let me end my turn. Done.
Okay, Petra.
I'm gonna smack this guy. I can just barely see him.
Okay. "13 hits.
She's gonna scooch down here real quick.
"13 damage. Okay.
Asshole.
It's still alive, but it is
She gonna swing
definitely
again?
injured. Okay. 10 hits. For 9 damage, which is just barely enough. You kill yourselves another zombie.
And that's Petra's turn.
Windsor, what you got?
Just imagine the zombies going out by their kneecaps.
She's just out there felling zombies by taking out their legs.
Oh, yeah. Okay. Okay, well, attack the one that's next to me first.
Alright. That'll hit.
15 fire damage.
It is still standing. Injured, but standing. Well, it's not going to be standing any longer. Alright, roll critical damage. You should have done that the first time.
That's not crit damage. That's the
No, that's
same
normal.
roll. as-
Yeah, I know. It doesn't do critical.
It doesn't matter. It's dead.
Yeah, I mean, I can roll it twice. I mean, if... Okay, Fury of Blows and attack the one next to me. Or, Alana.
Okay.
Hmm?
I was going to say, your arms are long, but I don't think they're that long.
You got snake
That'll
pounds.
hit.
Windsor the half-orc
Damage?
became Jake the dog for some reason.
Sure.
Yeah. And the next one hits.
What the hell was that roll? It's like... My
Yeah,
screen.
just kind of like at the very end, just kind of like, eh.
I hate when those things happen.
18 fire damage.
All right. Dropping a second one. Good job. You've consistently killed 2 or more per turn. Good job.
Well done, you.
I don't think Toby's done shit this whole fight.
No, well, the things that he has makes a whole bunch of fucking noise.
No, he took a critical hit, so,
That's true.
Right. I would say maybe head to your horse at this point, because I think we want to try and leave as soon as we can.
I'll come up here just in case, but yeah.
Oh, Petra can see now.
I can see the...
Hey, Toby, where'd you come from?
I can see. I'm legally blind. Okay. Dun, 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 dun.
I imagine Petra used Toby to gauge where the zombies were.
Right. Yes. It screams. Oh, he's over there. He must be biting him on that shoulder.
Let's see. 11 hits, yep, for 5 damage. That'll hit.
Wow, well they need to figure out
3 more damage.
Don't make a whole bunch of fucking noise.
Well, at this point, you've already made noise.
I know, but at this point, we're also trying to get the fuck out of town before another horde comes, which is what I wanted to do originally.
Oh, they were cutting off the path.
Yep, they were essentially doing a pincer movement on you. But yeah, you don't want to be here for too much longer.
No.
Is that the end of his turn? Yep, New's turn.
I'm just gonna come on the other side of the fucking thing so that she can't shoot me again.
It's almost dead, so at that point, what's the point? You're
Just in
wasting your
case.
time. It's near death. They're not even gonna attack it.
That'll hit. For
11 damage.
11 damage. Which kills that one.
Second shot, accidentally hitting Amaranth. No, I'm kidding. That would hit 2.
Suppose it would hit, and then you would take fire damage again.
Yeah. For Hellish Rebuke.
Zombie's extra dead.
You're just blasting the corpse anyway. You're just like, fuck you.
It's not like I can shoot the one on the other side of the thing.
At the end of your turn.
Also, I guarantee you, Nia is going to be super salty with Amaranth. Amaranth owes you now.
When are you not salty with
Yes.
with
What else?
Amaranth or Bologna? Zombies, Tom.
Alright. Zombie's turn. You see, coming from the direction of the checkpoint, a horde is approaching. About 4 times the size of everything you just fought. Zombie here next to Toby's gonna try and bite Toby. That will hit. Of course it fucking will.
Mm-hmm.
Bludgeoning damage, and then he's gonna step forward and try and bite Windsor. That one will hit. Different. Yep.
Got it.
That is the end of their turn.
Yay!
I can delete this.
Okay, alright. Nice. To go here? Yes, okay, cool. Nothing else good to do so. And then, dun. Let me get my sheet out and do blah, 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 blah. Yeah, that's what she'll do. Oh. Just doing all 3 attacks at the same time and then just makes things easier.
Okay. So they're all 3 going at this one zombie?
No, she'll try and see. I can't believe she'll try and see if she can hit it, but this one here, but.
Okay, well, I'll say you hit the first one with 1, and then you hit this with 2, because they only have 3/4 cover with him.
Okay, so they all hit.
Yep. Alright, I'll hit. Which is enough. Up both of these zombies as well. Killing all the zombies that are right next to you, however, you still have a large horde approaching you from behind.
Yeah, well, that's when I'm fucking out of here. Like, I ain't that dumb.
Is that the end of your turn?
Yes, it's the end of my turn.
Alright, Petra. You gonna jump on the wagon, try and get the hell out, or are you planning on staying and fighting? Petra's like, no,
Jumping
I'm
on
done.
the wagon.
I'm out. You didn't like my description of it being 4 times larger?
Petra doesn't see anything. She doesn't care. She wants to get on the wagon. She wants to go.
Yeah, all Petra knows is that she hears a lot more noise than she heard a minute ago. Is that the end of your turn?
Yep.
Okay. Windsor, you jumping on your horse?
Yep.
Okay. Toby, you jumping on your horse?
Yes, he will be jumping on his horse. So, bump it on, off he goes. Fuck that shit.
Okay. New.
I'm fucking shooting one before I get on the damn thing. Like this one right there.
Yeah, you'll be able to shoot him and still make it. Alright, that'll hit.
Murder. Second hit.
It
Still
hits. Gonna pick a random close by one. Boom. Alright. Zombie's turn. Just select this whole horde here. It is a very big horde, as you can see. That's going to be their turn, though. None of them made it within attack range.
We go.
Alright, so,
Toby,
that
said
being
I was
said, you guys
catching up.
decide to flee then?
Yes.
Alright, so you see this huge horde of zombies coming, courtesy of Toby's thunderclap. And you go, nope, that is way too many zombies. And you jump on your horses, jump on the wagon, and you take off running. Now, zombies are very slow. They kind of shamble forward, so you're easily able to outpace them. Thankfully, by staying and fighting, you were able to get rid of everything that was trying to close in around you, freeing up your ability to go forward. Thus, you were able to actually get out of combat. So, congratulations, you made it out of the combat at least. We are back on the road. Let me set up your XP for you here. There you go.
Oh my god, I can level up.
Alright, so you guys see this huge horde coming, you take off. You have now left the guard check, or the checkpoint, fully behind you. It is, however, afternoon, but again, it is a magical nighttime. So even though it would be what you expect to be afternoon, it's dark. Traveling is slower than you would like. Normally you'd pitch camp in
Welcome, Toby.
2 to 3 hours. So
Like one.
you do manage to get a little ways down the road before it eventually becomes what you would expect to be dusk. Now, being at this entire place is encased in magical night, it doesn't matter whether you continue into the night or whether you travel during the day, as obviously it's staying nighttime. So do you guys decide to stop, or are you just gonna keep pushing?
I think we should stop because I'm not trying to get a point of exhaustion and then have more zombies show up and have to fight through that with exhaustion.
Yeah, but we just won't be able to do a fire. We just have to basically live in the dark for now.
That's fine. I can still cook us something. I got Jeeves.
Also, welcome home, Sylvie. It's good to have you for the last hour of the session.
And hopefully
You didn't
work.
miss a whole lot, just everything. It's fine.
Yeah.
Have you been filled in?
So yeah, we went to another town, got horses for 10 gold off for a couple of horses. And then we carried on the road. We got entered into the kingdom of Poglioria. I can't pronounce it.
Poglioria.
Anyway, Poglioria. And there's a whole bunch of undead. And that's what we just went through. Apparently I don't have anything silent, apart from a mace.
Yep, and your thunder gauntlets were used, and it attracted a much larger horde to come chasing after the party.
Well, you know, I like to make an entrance, apparently.
Yeah, apparently. Whether you intended to or not.
That's my version of ringing a dinger bell, you know? Just
Yeah.
Heads up next time.
Alright, so you guys decide to set up camp then?
Yep.
Okay. So, you go ahead and you set up camp for the night. No fire, like you said. But, thankfully, Toby's still able to cook. He's got Jeeves for that. So, you cooking something for dinner?
Yes.
Alright, what you cooking? Just a simple stew or something?
Yeah, just be a meat stew.
Alright, another mystery meat stew. Probably wolf meat. Alright, so, that being said, cook stew, get ready for bed, lay down for the night. Typical watch, correct?
Alright.
Yeah.
Right.
How do I do the feet thing?
Feet thing?
Yeah.
What feet thing?
It says choose feet data source.
Oh, I might have to help you with that after the session, but it should be... What are your options?
A lot.
Okay, so just... Do you see, like, 5e tools selected or anything like that?
I don't see any. Yeah.
Okay, if it's already got stuff selected, just leave it on the default.
Okay.
But yeah, so that being said, everybody beds down for the night. Good chance to level up for those of you that have it.
I'm just gonna wait until after the session to deal with that because.
Yep, you can absolutely
Found
do
it.
that if you want to.
And I'm pretty sure we should all have the same amount of XP.
No,
So,
it's slightly different for a few of you.
Yeah.
A couple people have missed things here or there. Not a lot. I think the people that aren't caught up are like 200 away from leveling.
Yeah.
Which is not a huge deal. I'm sure you'll get that soon.
But that makes no sense because me and Toby would be on the same, but he's a leveled up and I haven't.
Yeah.
Anyway, doesn't matter. Yeah, you did. You also thought the thing.
Yeah, I couldn't
Alrighty.
tell you exactly where the discrepancy came in, but I
Got it.
promise I've always assigned it appropriately, so it's not on me.
Okay.
But yeah.
Well, now I have the Sentinel.
All right,
Nice.
there you go. Protective ability. Okay, so you guys set up your camp. Good night's sleep. My watchers, I need perception rolls.
Nah. Okay.
Can you like pop her familiar out and just have it
Oof.
assist with
Bet you don't see
watch?
shit.
Since
Absolutely.
we did just have.
If you want to do that, then everybody can re-roll their perception checks with advantage.
I'm gonna do that.
We did just.
I
fucking
suggest
have,
all
like-
of you do that. Everybody messed up their perception check. Alright, let's see. Boom, boom, boom. And Petra's. Real. Alright. So, you guys lay down for the night, each of you taking shifts. You notice that there is an abnormal amount of undead creatures wandering the woods. They don't seem to be coming any closer to your camp. You're not particularly doing anything to attract them at this point. But they're definitely out there stumbling around, shuffling through the underbrush. You can hear them occasionally getting caught on stuff. You hear their skin ripping as they get too close to a thorny bush. But for the most part, they leave your camp alone for the night. Nothing seems to jump out to attack you. You make it through what you assume to be the night until what was hopefully the morning. You all at least feel like you got enough sleep. What do you do?
I vote we keep moving because I don't want to be surrounded by undead things as much as little as possible.
Yeah, what I'm gonna plan to do is get off my horse because I think we need to go slowly with that to make the least amount of noise. So I'm just gonna
Oh my god.
get off my horse. and
Petra's
try and make
97 health now.
less noise.
Alright, so you're going on foot then?
Yeah, it means we go a little bit slower, and it means we hopefully don't make too much noise.
mean, The horse is still going to be with us. If we go slower, you might as well ride it because it's still going to be making the same amount of sound.
Alright, but then it means I don't have to spend another action on getting off the horse again each time if we get attacked.
Is it an
Unless-
action to get off
unless-
the horse? Question mark?
No, but it's not just that. It's unless we're actually going to try and keep moving and not keep stopping to attack things, then fair enough, I'll stay on the horse.
Like I said, the last time we were forced to because they were blocking our path.
No. I'm not disagreeing with that because obviously we could have just pushed them off instead of like attacking everything. But
All right, so
still
moving on.
stand.
She decides to walk next to a horse. That's on her. You guys are moving slow to be safe anyway. So you guys decide to set out. It's roughly 7 o'clock by the time camp's packed up and everything. And it begins to rain. Blood.
And nothing different for me.
It is a cold blood rain. At first, when it lands on you, you think, oh, it's just raining, right? The typical cold rain that you would expect. However, you notice that instead of it just hitting you and going away like water would or soaking into your clothes in the same way that water would, you notice it's sticky and viscous. And it begins to coagulate on your skin, and you can feel. And those of you that can see well at night are easily able to tell that the rain is red.
Alright, I'm gonna pick Amaranth up and use her as an umbrella.
Good
Oh.
luck.
Bell.
I wish you all the best.
It's like you can try.
Absolutely.
Petra can try.
You most probably will exceed, but you can still try it. I'll hurt you with it. It won't do it the whole time.
Listen, you owe me. You fucking hit me.
I
with a
don't
spell.
owe shit. You got hit once. Get over it. I already had to pay for it.
Headshot you, like she did
You
the
got-
horse.
You got 9 damage. Barely a scratch.
Even if she did crit me, she wouldn't have killed me, but still.
See?
It
See?
just,
Fine.
still
I owe-
rude.
I owed Windsor because I killed his fucking horse.
And hit me at one time.
And hit
Hey,
you.
so-
Jesus Christ. Jesus.
Due to your
People-
slow pace, you don't make it super far throughout the day, but you do manage to find a spot by the end of the day where it would probably be maybe relatively safe to sleep for the night. Pull over, you set up camp. Do you do anything for the night?
I'm just going to eat my rations tonight.
Same as last night. Have the imp help.
Okay.
I'm gonna change my armor to my lightning instead.
Okay.
Doing rations for dinner? Okay.
Is it still
I can
raining
cook.
blood?
That's fine.
Okay. Oh, it's just extra
It
spices.
is still
so-
raining blood, yes.
He's gonna sleep under the wagon with Petra.
Bought a
We do
tent,
have-
slept under the wagon anyway.
No. I'm not putting the tent up because if we get attacked and have to run, then we just lose the tent. There's not gonna be time to take that thing down.
That's fair.
Yeah. Can't argue with that logic.
Okay.
And sleeping with Petra is probably your safest bet. As someone with a low armor class.
I mean, it's low, but it's not that low.
Lowish. You know what I mean.
It's not Amaranth low.
Yeah.
Amaranth is way below everybody on armor class.
Which is why I'm so desperately trying to find something with better clothing, but nothing ever comes up. Hint, hint, nudge, nudge.
Yeah, if only you had a
Mage
ring of
armor?
protection. Only if you had a ring of protection that somebody hadn't absconded with.
Yeah.
Mage armor.
It's almost like I had it for the mages in the group. Oh well. I'm
If
sure
someone
at
also
some point you
uses-
guys will find something.
Yeah, because someone uses Agathis more often, but hey ho, I don't have any extra hit points or additional hit points or anything like that.
Well, it's not her that took it was Petra that took the ring.
Oh, did she? Fucking bitch.
Yeah, remember
Right?
the very, very beginning when you met Brixel, you guys got the ring back?
Wow.
And she just like fucking swiped it. She's just like, mine, I'm taking it.
Yeah, the one that didn't need armor.
Am I
Yeah.
right?
Alright, so
And she
everybody
still
that's
doesn't even
taking
know what it
watch,
does.
perception check.
At advantage, because
Yep, at advantage because the imp is assisting.
that's a nat
Oh.
20.
right.
Bell blind.
Petra, you rolled with disadvantage.
Oh, I did?
No, she can't see
Oh,
it
I'm
dark,
dumb.
so
Shut up. Hold on.
Right, so... Windsor... How did you get a 4 with advantage, Val?
Well, I got a 1 and a 3, so there we go.
Jesus.
It happened.
very
Right.
carefully.
I'd just like to point out
got a
that
6 with advantage.
Windsor,
so-
Windsor got a nat 20 and got 22. I got a 19 and got 25.
I hear Belle in the background just making noises at you. Somebody's sleeping on the couch tonight.
Yeah, Bell.
It's fine, that's my hovel. I'm happy sleeping on the couch.
That is our hobbit hovel. That is literally
So-
our hobbit hovel.
You didn't have to have the hobbit.
I mean, it is hobbit hovel.
You know, we already knew about your furry feet. Come on.
All right, so next week Toby and Windsor aren't gonna make it. They'll be in the hospital.
That's the second time someone's called my feet hobbit feet, by the way. I like that in my lifetime.
All right,
It's okay,
so
at
you
least
guys
your
managed
feet
to
weren't
go-
called Sasquatch feet.
You managed to go to bed. Again, there seems to be an unusual amount of undead wandering around, but you didn't set up a campfire, no music or anything like that for the night, so they're not attracted to your camp.
Oh, you mean I could play my beatbox?
However, while Bellona is on watch and completely terribly occupied and unprepared to see anything around her, she is startled as an elf woman sits down next to her, seemingly out of nowhere. The elf woman is extremely familiar to Belle. Belle looks up and sees her, and a bunch of memories come flooding back. The first set of memories was at the Crypt of Phobrix. This is obviously the hag that you guys had met back on your way to Quarry's Cradle.
Oh no.
The second set of memories that come flooding back are from the first time that Belle met this woman, this creature. And it suddenly clicks. The letters, the word scramble that she was
I've
given.
been waiting for you to tell me this for ages!
The word scramble is Imogene Waxmind, the name of the hag that now sits next to her.
Okay.
At first, the hag doesn't say much. She just sits down quietly, looking around. And then she turns to Belle with an almost sadistic grin. You know, this is your fault.
Tell me something new.
You see, when you restored your memories, you reminded the world of your existence. And now, well, they're preparing to come for you. This entire kingdom is on the brink of ruin, all to take out you and that book. And as she's speaking, you're remembering the initial pact that you made with her years ago. And you're remembering that she's the one that helped you seal your memories in the book. She was the one that told you that that was how you were being tracked. And of course, as part of the deal, even though you've recovered your memories, you can't remember what you gave away. You remember that you gave her something to get that knowledge. But as part of that deal, you can never remember what it is you gave away. Even if she told you the words, you wouldn't be able to understand them.
Fun times.
But at the very least, you do know that it was her that helped you live this whole time without being tracked. And now the cult's coming for you. They remember who you are. They remember your face. They remember your name. And they know, beyond all shadow of a doubt, where you are and what you carry.
Yay!
And before you can say much, Imogene stands up, looks around, seeing all of the undead, cackles a little bit, and walks off into the woods.
Jesus Christ.
I know you've been waiting for that word scramble, by the way.
Yeah, it's been sitting there in my fucking journal. Like, who the fuck is Imogene Waxmind?
Now you know.
So, yeah. Yay me.
And now you know how she knew you before.
Yeah, she still needs to get back on that fucking other pack that I did with her. Done 2 with this woman. Oh.
You bitch.
Yeah,
All
pretty
right,
much.
so
She didn't give Petra any food.
morning comes, and you guys are all getting ready to take off. You're eating your rations, and you notice you is not waking up.
Not again.
See, you're gonna make me push my fucking level up shenanigans.
Well, just fucking level up your sleep.
No, that's not what I mean. Because on this level up is when I can mess around with all my stuff. And one of those changes would actively prevent this from happening. Because of the Eldritch Invocation, let me find the actual name of it. Aspect of the Moon. You no longer need to sleep and can't be forced to sleep by any means. You gain the benefits of a long rest, and you can spend all 8 hours doing light activities such as reading the
Level
Book of
ups
Shadows.
don't apply retroactively, though.
Huh?
It won't apply retroactively.
What do you mean?
I mean, if you do the level up now, you'll still sleep through the rest of today. You'll never be able to be put to sleep magically again, but today you will stay asleep.
Yeah, the whole point of me waiting to do the level up was just because I didn't want to deal with messing with all of her abilities in the middle of the session.
I'm aware.
I just leveled up. It was pretty easy. Oh,
Yeah, but I have to do a big rework of Neo.
Big thing.
Who's leveled up, by the way, this time?
Petra.
But that being said, New stays asleep for today. Imogene has collected on the final part of their agreement, which was her second day. However, New has dreams. And the dreams that she has throughout today are concerning. Because she's not dreaming about herself. She's dreaming about what appears to be a fairly old wizard. Not super old, but a fairly old wizard. And this fairly old wizard, she immediately recognized. Because it's the man who raised her. But what she's seeing is him much younger than she's ever known him.
He's an Eldarian. He probably doesn't look any different.
Again, he seems much younger. They do age Slowly, but they do age. And in this dream, he seems to be in a foreign land. And the dream kind of skips around, as dreams tend to do. You see him traveling, researching, visiting historical sites. At one point, he's in front of this giant glacier. And at another, he's inside a temple. A dark temple. And there's fighting. And then you see him running, and in his arms, he's clutching an egg. An egg has engravings in the shell, making the relatively fragile object even more so. It appears to be some sort of arcane glyphs carved into the shell of the egg itself. They hum with power. The dream skips forward, and she sees him place the egg somewhere safe. Skips forward again, and the egg cracks. And the dream changes perspective, and you remembers cracking open the egg and looking around for the first time, remembering her birthday. A piece of the egg that she just broke away falls to the ground, a magical glyph on it as it crashes to the floor. Dream skips forward a little bit more, and she sees him taking the egg and hiding it from her. A worried look on his face. Book in his hand. Something to do about Zeronian glyphs.
Bitch.
And he hides the book. And for the first and only time in the dream, you hear him say one thing. If I can save her from this fate, I'll do anything it takes. And that's what New is going to be dreaming throughout the day. That being said, the rest of you have woken up. New is still clearly very much asleep. Belle would be the only one that has any inkling of why, because none of the rest of you woke up to ever see that Imogene Waxmine had been there.
Unless she mentioned it.
Which she hasn't yet. But the rest of you have no idea yet. Unless she decides to tell you. It is now what you would presume to be morning.
Fun. Okay. Well, I don't plan on mentioning it because I don't want to. So now we just have to do with an asleep nude. It's not waking
I
up.
mean, any of them could possibly make a history check to be like, is this the hags doing? And then put
They
two and two
certainly
together.
can try. They can
Petra
try.
will be like,
But
Petra will be shaking
very much
you to get up.
metagaming. That is very much metagaming in that sense, because realistically, if you were asleep, the first thing we would think of is the fact that you were asleep from previously when you had that shadow thing. I would never even think of it being the hag. That's like, I think that's ever so slightly metagaming on that one.
Except
what I'm suggesting would be more likely is them going, okay, we're in this creepy place and she's not waking up, arcana checks, history checks, things like that, to see if they can figure out, not specifically, oh, is it this one thing, but more so, can we figure out what it is?
That and the smoke from before never kept her sleeping. It just happened while she was sleeping.
Yep. But
but this is new,
like
and she could have had done anything, and just read a book, and it would have done this to her. So
Well, Petra's just violently shaking New's limp corpse. Well, body.
It's like, she's not dead. Jesus.
She's dead already.
She'll be dead afterwards, especially the way she shakes people.
Yeah, no kidding. Limbs start flying off. And...
Petra will furrow her brows and be like, "Why are you still asleep? Get up!"
So yeah, on that note, then I will do an Arcana check to see if it is magical or of magical origin.
Okay. Go ahead and roll Arcana.
Let's see what I get.
Yeah, you are able to tell that it's definitely the same sleep that was on you before, and you would have remember. Oh shit, that dumbass hag did this.
Especially given the fact that obviously you saw her yesterday.
Yeah.
Obviously, we don't know this.
Which is why it was such an easy DC for you.
If I mention it's the hag, then I have to mention that the hag was here. Because the hag. Let me think about how I would go about this.
Alright, well, while you decide what your character does, and while Petra gives New shaken baby syndrome, what is Toby doing?
Looking at both of them going, God, not again. And then trying to work out a way to put New on in the wagon so she can just, to keep moving, so we're not still.
There is
Petra
currently
will help.
enough space for a person in the wagon, so you guys could load her up if you.
Cool. I'll tell Petra just to pick her up and put her in the wagon.
Okay.
It's probably a book she's fucking read again, so.
Probably some other evil book, right?
Well, this, apparently we're drawn to evil books in this fucking party.
Well, what Petra will do is she'll drag New.
Glad I don't read that much.
What Petra will do is she'll drag New to the back of the wagon. She'll hop up into the wagon, lean down, grab New's arms, and kind of just heave her into the wagon.
Alright.
You should have done fireman's carry and just lumped her into the back. I would have. But anyway.
Alright, arms dislocated now.
Arms are removed.
You don't remember the higher Petra. Jesus.
New wakes up, she's just a torso going, what?
The fuck?
Feel like something happened here. Toby's sitting there like, don't worry, mend.
Oh, what? I could make you some robot legs. That sounds like a great plan.
Yeah. Do you need new legs? I can make you some that are better than the ones you had.
Toby whips out a box called Jim's Limbs.
Oh God.
They get some. They get out some magical nails, and then all of a sudden you get fucking wheels for legs.
Right. So, do you guys hit the road, or what's the plan?
Yeah, we hit the road.
All right. Belle's currently keeping it a secret.
Pretty much.
Okay.
She's still thinking of how would she go, because she doesn't want to tell people about that she met the hag, and then that just brings a whole conversation. So the best thing she's thinking is, if I don't say shit, and I'll just use whatever Toby said and just keep quiet and then just keep moving.
All right. So, in that case, by about noon, you approach the city of Ornabo, or what's left of the city of Ornabo. Just like with the checkpoint when you first entered the country, it's empty. No signs of life. There's no livestock. The fields have even begun to die out with the lack of the sun and nobody taking care of them. There doesn't seem to be a single person in sight. Most of the buildings are on the brink of collapse or already destroyed. In a few places, you see what appear to be broken weapons. There's blood splatters in places, but no corpses to be found. It's likely that the people here were taken away or turned into the undead that attacked you.
Can I do a survival check to see how recent this fight was?
Sure. You can certainly do that.
26.
You can tell that this is not a recent battle. This was sometime within the last month or two, but other than that, it's can't nail down an exact date. But these are definitely old bloodstains.
Okay. Looks like what happened here happened a long time ago. Relatively speaking.
Yep. Relatively speaking. Yeah, it's gonna just continue onward.
Pretty much. Like, Bellona's in her own little head right now. Like, figuring out what to say or what to do.
As we get into the town, I'm going to try and see, as we go through it, try and see if there's like a general store, see if I can pick up any old rations or anything that needs supplies.
Okay. So, there is a general store. And you're like, well, that's no sense letting it go to waste. You go
Pretty
inside,
much.
look around. There are a few preserved meats. Thankfully, those keep for quite a long time. So you are able to find 12 rations.
Okay, cool.
Other than that, mostly everything seems spoiled. All sources of cloth have been chewed at by moths and rats. Even though you haven't seen a single moth or rat. But other than that, you don't see a whole lot.
That's fine. I'll come back out. Let them know I got some extra rations for us, but not much else in there. Looks like everything's been cleared out after a couple of months, I dare say, so everything's been ruined. Anyone think of anything else we want around here?
Nope, not for me.
What, no one wants to loot the buildings? What sort of RPG is this?
Yeah,
God
you have to
sake.
loot every barrel.
Every barrel, come on.
Break all the vases.
Yeah, well, there's going to be coins in the vases, obviously.
Yeah, or
You know,
rupees.
just rubies.
Okay, I'm looking for adhesives.
Yeah, he's looking for adhesives.
Looking for the duct tape.
Petra's looking for
Oh, duct tape. Yeah,
leftover foods
I got that already.
in people's houses.
She's
houses?
checking people's houses. She's just like, no. You check the general store. I'm gonna check the homes. Unfortunately, people tend to not keep rations in their house. That's more of a traveling thing. So pretty much all of the meats that they have and things of that nature will have spoiled. The breads are moldy. The meat's rotten.
Sellable valuables.
Alright, so went from merchant to burglar. Okay.
I mean, they're
Roll
not
me
using
a
it.
perception check.
Been some time, so is it really burglary or is it lost and found at this point?
I'm gonna use my inspiration.
Okay.
It's looting, yeah.
And I'm gonna re-roll that.
That's 100% looting. 100% loot.
Lost and found.
Much better.
Called looting.
Okay. In that case, let me... have a table for the... Dumb and lost it, apparently. Oh, here it is. Okay, so you find... Roll me a D100. A 2.
Of all the things you could roll out of 100, you rolled 2.
You
Jesus.
find 16 copper pieces.
Said valuables, not money.
Well, that's all. That is someone's valuable. So shut up.
That's fair.
That's someone's 16 copper that they had.
They're like, oh, damn it, money? Oh, I didn't want that.
Just throws it away. Ugh, gross.
Yeah. Ugh. Money. Gross. Can't eat that at all.
Is chocolate money? Oh, it's not chocolate money.
Just biting coins like, no, not for me. These people eat weird food. Alright, so is that everything you guys are doing?
Yep.
Okay. Then we're going to say that you guys move on for the rest of the day. You manage to make it a few hours out. It becomes nighttime. The typical watch. You guys sleep through the night. You wake up the next day. You wake up.
It doesn't become nighttime. We just start feeling tired.
Yeah, it becomes night o'clock. But you guys manage to set up your camp, sleep through the night, nothing disturbs you. You wake up feeling refreshed and with a perfectly clear memory of your dream.
Oh, wakey, Sleeping Beauty.
Does Niu notice anything else about, like, how she woke up, or, like, the feeling she had while she was asleep or anything that might tie into past experiences?
All of what you dreamed seemed real. And being magically inclined, you were able to tell that this dream was magically induced. If you want to roll an Arcana check to see what you were able to deduce from that.
I'm basically trying to see if she recognizes if this is, like, stuff related to the same, like, smoke shenanigans or anything like that.
So with a 22, what you will have been able to deduce from your dream and from the residual magic, first, you will recognize that magic was the same magic that put you to sleep before. This was clearly the magic of the hag that you've run into. You very clearly recognize that. Secondly, when you were dreaming about breaking out of the eggshell, you had a super nostalgic feeling. The smells, the sounds, the sense of his aura, everything felt real in a way, like it was a memory more so than a dream. The glyphs you didn't recognize, but you definitely recognized that the book that he was holding pertained to Zeronian glyphs. Specifically, a passage stuck out to your mind about soul binding.
So yeah, as she wakes up and is apparently addressed by Toby, then she's, like, noticing all this. She'll just vaguely mention that she had the strangest dream, but also kind of just passively mention that it's somehow tied to the hag from the past, though she's not sure why that would have triggered this, like, memory, and she's more just kind of talking to herself, trying to, like, work through everything in her head, just out loud.
What hag?
She's the hag from, like, the 5th session or something like that.
The hag we
What
just
hag?
talked about 5 minutes ago.
What
No,
hag?
I think she's saying as Petra.
Yeah.
Petra's just like, who? Then ring a bell.
I do not know if Niu even notices Petra saying anything. Like, she's absolutely lost in, like, thought, trying to piece things together at this point.
Petra's like facing away from you as she says that. Can't fucking see.
Remember the goblins we dealt with? That we didn't actually kill. That we killed.
The goblins you didn't eat.
Yeah.
The goblins that
I
Toby
would've-
was nowhere near.
I would have eaten the goblins.
You would have gobbled the goblins.
Yeah, but you didn't kill them, so you didn't get to eat them. Unless you eat goblins alive. I don't know. Never eaten goblin.
You never gobbled a goblin.
No.
Please, let's move on with the goblins.
Niu's gonna inquire as to how long she was asleep.
Oh, you were
Day.
asleep the whole day. I thought you just read a book.
No, this was a hag's doing. Which
News
means
What, that
New
hag
has
from back in the day?
bruises.
the hag was here.
And New
Did anybody
has
see her?
Well, no, she wasn't there. We don't know if she was there. We just know it was the her.
No, the hag specifically told her in the thing that the next time they meet.
But you don't. Oh wait, I was.
Yep.
That
the
was-
next
Never
time
mind.
they meet, New would not wake.
Which means the hag was there. They, quote, met.
Well, then you saw her. And then fell asleep.
New didn't take a watch though. Just pointing that out.
Oh, yeah, I know. That means hag was... She got visited in her tent by a hag. Oh, wait. No, she was under the... She wasn't doing the tent. She was under the carriage and...
But she didn't want to have to ditch the tents if you guys had to take off running.
So nobody saw anything?
I didn't see anything on my watch.
Yep, same.
Strange. I wonder if they're tied to what's going on with the sky in some way. Or the cult. Assuming the sky is linked to that somehow.
Is it still blood rain, by the way?
Not today. The rain has stopped today.
That's good. I can clean my armor up.
So does that cult have a personality?
Does the cult have a personality? Yeah, evil.
Oh, okay.
What do you mean personality?
I just wonder if the cult was like cult of personalities, some kind of in living color thing.
As long as we don't have to eat the poop off the ground, I don't mind.
Okay, never mind.
Yeah, over my head.
Yeah, it's
sadly.
wrong genre music.
Are we gonna keep moving then?
I think we should. Where are we going to, by the way?
The center, the city.
Oh, the city. Makes sense.
You going to the main city, Kale?
Seems like the
Which
right.
part?
kale. I
Yeah,
like
kale.
kale. It sounds good. I want some.
New's
He's like,
gonna
wait,
pull
that
out
city
her.
sounds edible.
New's gonna pull out her Book of Infinite Shadows and start paging through, trying to see if she sees any glyphs in it remotely similar to what was on her egg
Okay.
from her dream.
Investigation check. And I'm guessing you're doing this while going down the road, right?
Yeah.
Okay, Constitution check first.
Constitution check first.
Yep.
Saving throw or just check?
Saving throw. Yeah, okay, then you're fine. So you're able to read the book. Investigation check. You recognize that some of the runes that you saw engraved on your shell are in that book. Do not have any context for them or meaning currently, but you definitely can see that some of them are there.
She's gonna mark all the pages that she finds with these runes, with like a bookmark of some kind, scrap
Okay,
of
you
paper,
see.
whatever,
Okay.
for future reference.
Right, so you dog ear a few pages, and anybody else doing anything interesting while you travel down the road?
No, I'm just keeping an eye on the road itself and keeping an eye on sort of any markings or anything like that. If I notice anything like troop movements or things like that.
Okay.
Get a little
Badger
dark.
can't see
See that.
shit, so she's not doing anything.
Yep. You can roll an investigation check. Survival. I'd be survival because you're tracking and stuff. But at disadvantage because it is nighttime. You don't have dark vision.
17.
Okay. So with a 17, you are able to tell that an army moved through here at some point, but it's hard to tell exactly when because of how old the prints are. They're definitely from a while ago. But one thing that is clear is that this wasn't an army of standard make. There are what appear to be ogre footprints. Some footprints that look almost like claw marks or maybe like foot bones, as if the meat of the foot had been gone.
Remembering the undead army that we met right towards the beginning when it was just me and Amarath, would I reckon it's probably similar sort of army?
Yes.
Was that Toby and Amarath, or at the beginning?
That was
It was
Toby and
Neil.
Amarath.
I was thinking the.
It was Toby and you.
It was Toby and you.
Was it Neil?
No, it was Toby and Adrian.
It was me and Amarath.
You're talking about you're talking about way in the very beginning, the first time that you guys met Fobrix.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
Yes.
it's a very similar army to that.
Again,
Yeah.
would that be Toby, or would that have been?
That was Toby, yes.
Okay, I couldn't remember what the cutoff was. Okay.
That was Toby.
Yeah, because we met you before we left the village. That's right.
Yeah, so it's definitely a similar makeup. It's also very similar makeup to what you would have seen when you fought Jirdu.
Ah, shit. I'll say that audibly.
What?
You don't need to take a shit right now. We just got done.
What? And please
hang
think
your ass over
quickly.
Belle, remember when you were Amarath and we came across that undead army when we met Fobrix?
And we had that symbol, yes. Somewhat.
I think we're coming across the same army.
Yay. Okay. And she's just gonna go back to lost in her own thoughts.
And just so you guys know, 14-minute warning. We are coming up to the end of the session.
Any glyphs that Niu doesn't find in the book from her dream, she's also gonna, like, as best she can, replicate them onto a piece of paper.
Okay. Give me a sleight of hand check. Alright, you're able to mostly remember what they look like. They're not perfect drawings, but a general idea of what the glyphs look like. Now, I imagine you guys travel through the day, doing and seeing these things. Stop for the night.
I'm gonna say at this time at night, I'm gonna say, look, I'm not really in the mood to do a watch tonight. Can someone take over my watch?
I guess that's news, Q.
You must have got,
You're the only other person.
and you must have got a higher perception than I do anyway, but I'm just not in the mood to do it tonight.
Got a headache.
Yeah, let's go with that.
Okay. You guys sleep through the night.
Apart
Into
from
the
you,
next-
doesn't sleep at all.
Yep. We're gonna say from this point forward, Neo, since you're planning on making those changes, we'll say from this point forward that those changes apply.
Which means she can just help everybody else with their watches.
Yep. And
And
you
then-
have your imp to help you, so every watch is...
No, that was part of the previous pact.
Oh, that's true. You don't have an imp anymore. Yeah, that's gonna be new. All right. Yeah, so you're able to help everybody with their watches as well as, staying up. That being said, you guys wake up the next day.
I'm just gonna try to get you to go to sleep.
Do you have breakfast or anything before you take off? I'll take that as a no. So you guys have your
I'm not making
rations.
breakfast. Yeah, rations for everyone.
You guys have your rations. Wake up, travel through the day. Make it a few dozen miles down the road again. The day goes by pretty uneventfully. The tracks for the army have expanded. It appears that the army just grows larger and larger. You see more various types of footprints as you travel. But again, the tracks appear to be very old. Which obviously is a great thing for you guys, because it means you're not likely to run into them today. So, you managed to go through the rest of that day, no problem. Back to the rest of the night. Are you back to your normal watches, or is New taking over Bell's watch again?
I mean, ideally, we'd just stick with the normal watches and then New would assist with all of them, because an advantage on every single watch.
It's a possibility, if that's what you guys want to do.
Sure.
I guess, yeah, sure.
And probably better that way anyways, because if it was just New taking every watch, one roll is more likely to cause a fuck up than...
That's what we've been doing already, so it doesn't make a difference if we've already been doing
No, but
that.
I mean,
No,
what I'm saying is
means
if...
one roll for the entire night versus each of you rolling for your watches.
Because if Niu took over every watch because she doesn't need to sleep now, that would mean I would just roll one perception check, which is more likely to fail than 4 people rolling at advantage in this scenario, or even 4 people rolling normal.
Yeah. I wasn't expecting you to do the whole watch. That was never, I never thought of that in that way. I thought you'd always just do it, or you'd take over somebody else's watch if they were too tired, or they couldn't be bothered. I wasn't thinking you'd do them all.
No. What I'm suggesting, though, at this point is just keep the normal watch rotation we have been using. Niu's just there to assist every watch now.
That's fine.
And then if somebody needs
you guys
to
are
take
on the same
night
page.
off,
She was just saying that's a thing that could happen, but would be a bad idea. She wasn't saying that that's what was going to happen.
Yeah.
She was saying we're definitely not doing that.
We can still also have,
guys,
if somebody needs a night off, they can...
We have 9 minutes left, so to not dwell on it, you guys sleep through the night. You notice that most of the undead that you guys have been seeing don't appear to be in this area. It's likely that they joined whatever army has already left this area. The next day of travel goes by mostly uneventfully. However, you do notice that the army has split into 2 sections. And one of them headed south towards a port town. Other section continued on along your path.
I wonder if the one that headed towards a port town would have been smart enough to destroy said port town, get on a ship, travel all the way to... Fondinian.
Yeah, but if they've got a port town, because I presume are they headed straight south on that river, or following that river down?
They are following that river down. Yep.
So effectively, I would ascertain they're heading to Maglio.
Well, I was just brainstorming, because the undead army we ran into seemed to kind of show up in the middle of Fondania. It's possible that the split off here, they made it to said port town, somehow boarded a ship, probably with Jirdu, or whatever the fuck his name was, working shit out, and sailed into Fondania. That's why we met them in the middle of fucking nowhere, instead of having like a swath of death all the way from Poglioria.
Possibly. I just don't know. I mean, I'll put it to the group. I don't know what we feel like, because to me, this looks like they're going to be sending one army off to Kale, and they're possibly installing Kale where the rest of humanity might be. And the other army's gone to cut off the shore so no reinforcements can come in.
Can we tell how long ago these tracks were still? Are these still really old tracks?
These are really old tracks.
So we're looking like
these
this has already
tracks
happened.
Are at least months ago. These are old tracks.
You reckon it's still best to head on towards Kale?
Yep.
Yeah.
I think we just continue on.
Okay,
I feel like my thought about them sailing to Fondania is probable, but by this point, like, we might as well just continue.
Okie dokie. Well, I'll continue making my way on the main path, the main road, as it were, to
And
Kale.
if you guys wrote down more shit...
Yeah,
okay.
right down my shit.
So you continue on the road for another day. You get about 70 miles down the road. You come to a crossroad that leads south, or you can continue past it a little bit. Try and find a nice safe spot to pull over for them.
Oh, yeah, we don't sleep on crossroads. Come on, we know this.
Yep, I'm just offering. So you guys stay up a little bit later than you normally would, travel for another couple hours, pass the crossroads, and decide, here's a good spot to stop. If you stop here, you'll be between two crossroads, but with a couple hours in between each, putting you a nice, sweet spot between them. Pull over, find a great spot to set up camp, and we're going to end the session there.
Okay, good, because I need to take a shit.
Thanks for letting us know.
Just hang your
You're
ass over
welcome.
the edge of the cart and deal with your business while we're traveling.
Alright, so that's what the YouTube video is going to end on.